Okay. Let's see.
All right, we're putting the band back together.
I mean, do we even need those other guys? Really? Okay, Neil can come.
Neil will be a couple minutes late. He said to just start without him.
Mother.
Who will be?
Neil. He's got a meeting running long.
He's right there.
It ended.
Oh, there he is. Look at that.
It
I was like, what the
happens.
fuck are you talking about? Like, he's in the meeting.
He literally sent me the message. I wasn't. Look,
I did. I sent him a message a half hour ago saying I'd probably.
I have a lot
Just
of
call him a
monitors, Brian.
dumbass.
It's hard to keep track. All right.
Just
of where
call him
we're
a
at.
dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were deaf in your right ear and you couldn't see out of either eye.
Oh.
I can see out of more eyes than you can.
And yet, I still see more than
Zing.
you. It's
Zing.
weird.
It's getting dirty in here.
Zing! Shots were fired.
I just want to know how the guy who's 50% blind saw Neil was here, and you're telling me he won't be here.
Because I was looking at my third monitor, not my first one.
Oh.
All right, I guess I can hide my view.
Let's just mention this is what happens when bureaucracy gets too big. You start to miss the obvious shit.
Dude, I'm trying to get one more monitor, so back off.
And I'm not helping.
Jen asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I told her I wanted a Rift S.
Another monitor?
Nah, I want a Rift S.
Dude, have you looked for them right now?
I know, they're hard to find.
Oh my, they're impossible. You can get one if you're willing to spend $1,500 for them.
Yeah, no, I just told her that's what I want. I don't care if we have to wait a while.
Sit-down ones?
No, the Oculus Rift S is just the.
Oh, a Rift. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the second version. I have an Oculus Rift.
I heard a Rift desk.
Oh, my my green screen cuts it out, but there's actually an Oculus Rift hanging behind me. But it's the CV1, and I just want to get a Rift S so I can stop fucking with the sensors on it.
I was thinking about a Quest.
I haven't had sensors, and let me tell you that I'd like to get rid of the wire. That's next.
My wire runs across the ceiling, so I don't care about that.
Yeah, well, that's why you get a Quest. They don't have it.
Yeah, the Quest has slightly worse resolution and can't quite run the same games. Although you can use a link cable to power it with your PC, but I've been told that it just doesn't quite. The link cable doesn't have as good a bandwidth. I don't know. That's just what they say on the Oculus Reddit. Because I looked at which one I wanted. The biggest thing I heard about the Oculus Quest is that it's uncomfortable to wear for a long period.
I mean, it's a battery, right?
Yeah, they just said that it's front heavy compared to the Oculus Rift S. Is supposed to be the most comfortable of the three to wear now.
I upgraded to an Index about 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, how you liking that?
It's very clear. I still don't use VR as much as I should, though.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't use it at all. So
the problem is, yeah, that's why I don't. Is because my buddies don't. So as they get it, I start using it more. But
I played a little DCS yesterday because the F-16 is free to fly until, I don't know, for 21 more days, and I wanted to fly in an F-16.
The thing is, I like doing multitasking a lot of the time, having something on another monitor, watching something while playing games, and
now I do that. I do that.
As
when I'm
I
playing,
suppose you can.
When I'm playing Elite, I'm always watching. I'm watching a movie.
The pin stuff doesn't work that well for me. I
don't know what you're doing wrong. I love it.
I'll pin the thing.
I have a guess. He's scotting it.
I'll pin the thing aside and I'll look over there and it's a gray box. And I'll move it a little bit and I'll be able to see it and then that's fine. And then I'll look away and I'll look back and it's a gray box again. I'm like, crap.
Oh, that's weird. No, I'll have a full movie running, whatever, here in the corner, all the way out to the black to Sagittarius A, back to Colonia, and then back home. I was watching Star Trek Next Generation, like 2 seasons of it. So just always playing in the corner.
Instead of playing DCS, I almost jumped in Elite because I need to get over.
I need to do filters.
I'm in Colonia.
All right, sound and video check, Scott.
I did earlier. It was all right. He's not online yet.
Audio, saying things, loud noises.
He's not streaming yet, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I am.
I told you when I got the alert.
I'm already streaming. I wanted to make sure everything was looking okay.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to try an Oculus for was for Arma and for DCS.
Right.
I see a 2-minute stream, a 2-minute blurb.
I see that it's up now.
Yep, it just went
I
live
think
for
you're
me.
doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's been streaming for 5 minutes.
There's a 5-minute delay.
Yeah. That
So
would
you
So
suck.
what?
stream snipe.
What towns
Okay,
would
we have
have
audio.
the most artificers in it, or like big groups of artisans that would make
In
sense for?
Karamikos, probably High
Yeah.
Forge, the Dwarven
Okay.
area. At
Which
least that's
one?
where artificers would probably have the most work, or be in the most demand.
High Forge, though, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out where Gimlin's from. How much you remember
Western-
about your homeland.
Yeah. One of
Like
the
if you want to be
coastlines,
from the
that's
Savage
easy.
Coast, that's fine, but I'm gonna have to get you some documentation.
No, I just need to. Sorry, I'll work that out. I just had a
It's
wicked
not.
few
It's really not a rush thing. I just want to make sure that I can, Nace's backstory is kind of threaded throughout the campaign at this point, but
Gotcha.
I want to make sure everybody else has some stuff in there too.
Where will I find High Forge on our duchy?
It
map?
is
Middle.
Oh, High
Uh,
Forge is just go south,
Oh, there it
follow
south
the road.
Yeah.
of Threshold. Yeah.
There we go.
And hail it
Found
down.
it.
It's right. It's here. Oh, that's
Yep.
a crappy C color.
All I know is for a homebrew campaign, you better provide backstory.
Yeah, it's just been a nasty 2 weeks.
I'm sure.
Last week was planning for it. This week is doing it.
Gotcha.
After is doing actual work.
They're finally said they're gonna post the position that I'm not taking.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've been working 2 jobs basically. I've been doing tech support, and then I've been working on supporting the automated meter infrastructure we have in South Dakota and Nebraska. We're getting ready to move it to Montana, but we haven't yet because we're having so many problems in South Dakota.
Is that all cell enabled or?
Some of them we have some meters are going to be using a cell solution, which they said was ready, but it's not yet. It's supposed to go live next month. Most of them are reading off of tower, like the CGR towers that are actually, we call them towers. They're the size of my desk. They're actually
Right.
mounted to some power poles, and then it uses a mesh network for all the meters around.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
the mesh just falls apart constantly. So they said, "Oh well, no problem. We've got a patch that's going to fix it all." They've been promising for like 7 months. We're in the
You know what
process of.
You know what mesh protocol they're using?
I don't remember, but now that it's coming out, now we're trying to push this firmware to all of them, and I mean we're in like week 4 of this firmware push. It's like 600 kilobytes, but we're pushing it to 100,000 meters. So. And they miss chunks of it constantly, so we have to restart it. Then once they all have it, then we'll activate a small batch and make sure it doesn't break everything, and then we'll turn it all on. But anyways, they asked me to join this team like a while ago, December, and I said, cool, it sounds great, but not if it's lateral. Like, I'm not interested in a lateral move. And they're like, well, okay, I don't think it's going to be lateral, blah, blah, blah. And so for like 3 months now, every time they say, hey, what do you think of the job? I like the job. I like the team. I like the challenges. This isn't lateral, though. And they just keep on asking me. So finally, like 2 weeks ago, they came to me and said, hey, we want to make you an offer for a full-time position. You'd be doing just this job. You wouldn't be doing tech support anymore. And I said, okay. And they said, it'd be lateral. And I said, no, thanks. And they were like, well, I mean, we don't do out-of-cycle increases. I would put something in writing that in 6 months my salary changes. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not signing a piece of paper that says lateral move. And so it went like another week, a week and like 2 weeks, and then they came back and said, I'm sorry, we can't do better than lateral. And I said, okay, I understand. No hard feelings.
They
I'm going to
just
stay in tech support. And they were
You
like,
just like where you're
oh,
at.
really? I don't think they thought I was going to say no. So then the VP of our business tech team calls me and says, hey, what can we do? And I said, I need a 10% raise, like right now. And she said, well, the most we can do is 10% in a year. and you had X raise at your yearly review. And I'm like, that yearly review is for the previous year's work. So, and this is a job offer. So, or you just, so that you don't have to post the position and you go shuffling it around so that I just get a raise instead of interviewing for it. And she's like, well, I don't know. I can see what I can do. And I'm like, okay. And she's, and I, because she said, at first she said, what's your number? And I said, well, do you want to do the thing where I start high and you start low and we meet in the middle, or do we just tell you my floor? Like, this is what I got, or never mind. And she's like, it's been a long time. Let's just skip to what your minimum is. And I said 10%. And she says, of what you were making before your annual raise or right now? And I said, right now. 10% of what I'm making right now. I understand you won't do an out-of-cycle increase. You can say that's my salary effective 6 months from now. It's fine.
I want it in writing.
But 10%, I need it in writing. I'll sign. I'm over on the team. And then she called me.
Pull that, huh?
She called me yesterday. She fought for it. I know she did, but she called me yesterday and says, I think we're just too far apart on this. And I said, I understand. No hard feelings. I said, it's unfortunate that there was a real breakdown of communication, because I went through and checked how many biweekly meetings I had where I said, it's not lateral. I'm not doing this laterally. And it was 11 of them. So 11 times I told the person above me, I'm not interested if this is lateral, and then someone came to me and offered lateral. So I'm sorry if you felt like it wasted everyone's time, but I've been very clear. And she says, no, this is not on you. We're definitely going to have to change some things about this process. So I'm back in tech support. Although I still have to do AMI for a while until they hire someone.
How's YouTube?
We're missing Steve. Steve.
Yeah, man, I did my stint in support, and then I did my stint in consulting, and now I'm on product, so.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we can start things while Steve gets connected here. So, anybody want to volunteer for a... Oh, whoops, hold on. What are we using today?
Need a marker.
Little... Whoop. Okay, got a nice little stick of RAM that Scott sent me. It wasn't compatible with the server we were using. And, okay. Who wants to volunteer to recap tonight?
I'm always ready to recap.
Okay, Scott, go ahead and let us know what happened last session.
So it was awesome. We started in the Orc Cave 2 at level 2. We saw some rubble on the floor, and we saw some more enemies. They turned out to be snakes. We skinned them. Then we saw some fire beetles. We snuffed it. And then we saw a Thule, which is a wizard experience to cross a ghoul, a goblin, and a troll. And it didn't take us long, and we were through with him. Then we found 2 zombies and a cleric, Patrades. He was apparently the evil cleric that we needed to take down, and we did. Of interesting note, Karnan was dropped twice, but we were still able to kill the 2 zombies and the evil cleric. We found a note that said that there was some sort of dark female, a wizard named Kevorkian, that's in the Tower of Penheligon, that is up to some nefarious, no good thing.
Near Penheligon.
Near Penheligon, that's right. And my next line says we win. So we apparently won that. We leveled up to 3, and we're on the way back where we met. We're on the way back on the road where we camped for the night and met Samson and Alice, who fed us. And then we made level 3, and here we are.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yay.
So, I believe when we concluded last week that Samson and Alice Gorvanov had already packed up their wagon and headed to the north. You saw them wrap around the mountain pass, and they were gone. And I believe that's where we stopped. So
that is correct. I have no other notes written down other than being blessed for a day.
Okay. You feel blessed. You don't know how long, but you feel blessed.
Oh, sorry. I wrote down. Yeah, okay. Hashtag blessed.
It's
Keep your
rough being a
blessing 6
cleric
feet
of
from me.
light. Hashtag blessed.
Oh man. It just occurred to me. I'm signed in on the wrong Zoom account.
What? Is that why we only have 7 minutes left in the meeting?
Yes, I'm signed in on the wrong account.
We're all going to get disconnected.
I may drop for a second. It'll be right back up.
All right.
I don't know if it's going to drop me whenever I sign out.
I should make one of us the leader.
I signed out. Yeah, but I need to start the meeting over. Sign in. But it's behaving so far.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to end the meeting right now and then start it right back up. So.
Okay.
Bye.
Start.
First.
Okay. That should be.
I gotta change my name again.
I missed you guys.
And hide self
Been away
view.
so long.
And there's Tim. Okay.
Don't forget to change
All
your name.
fixed. No problem.
Hey,
Oh,
Tim, okay, you did it.
I did it. Do you need me to change my name?
So I'll give the recap.
Yeah.
We did a recap and then we ended. And now
Okay.
we're back.
Wait, how
Very
good of a recap did you give?
super clever there.
It was awesome.
Was it good enough to be inspired?
No, the DM did not award it.
Ah, right in the feels.
So I was going to say at this point, yeah, you have inspiration for yourself, or you can award it to somebody else.
No, I'm taking it.
Okay.
You earned it, buddy.
I
should
gave
have
it away last time and then got chastised for it for a week.
You should take that for yourself. You earned it.
Okay. What's your plan?
I think we're supposed to go back to Stallanford.
Yep, we're going to head back to Stallanford. I have a holy symbol of an evil cleric as proof.
Okay. You is that right? Yeah, it did work. Okay. You head back to Stallanford. It takes about an hour to reach the town.
Now, wait a minute. We camped out and went in the town was just an hour away.
All right, 2 hours. I don't know. It was
Okay.
dark. So, besides, you couldn't have seen the cool stars and heard the orcs and stuff. So,
Plus, the turtle was questioning our manhood, so
It's always
that's right.
better to sleep outside than inside.
Sure.
So after reaching the town of Stallanford, you come in. Everybody's takes notice of you coming in. Some of the guards nod to you. Not quite the same fanfare as the first time. The fair is still winding down. It's like the festival is officially over, but the people are still going through all the supplies and cooking, and there's a lot of great smells and kids running around playing and teens trying to snatch a kiss and stuff like that.
I think we should just head to the church where that old cleric is.
Okay. You head to Alaric's temple. You cross the town without any issue. Nobody bothers you. When you reach the temple, you can see it looks like there is a service happening, or at least about to finish up. As you get up towards the, if you remember, it was like it's a set of pillars that just kind of has like tapestries or canvas hanging down in a circle, and then there's just like one entrance, and there's pews just put right on the ground, and then an altar, and off to the side was his little private chambers that are just curtained off. As you reach the top of the steps and enter into the temple, you can see these services in progress. Hey, there's Steve, and it is letting up, and rename Stefan Steve. Okay.
Scuba Steve.
Got him. There we go.
Better late than never.
Hey, welcome. So they've just returned to town and heading in towards the temple. So
the service is
You
still
missed an
going
important
on.
part.
the
but
service is still going on right now.
I'm just gonna walk on in, and I don't care if service is going on or not. I'm just gonna take this damn holy symbol to the guy up front.
Oh, okay. So as you start to just walk down the center of the aisle, like everyone like starts to look towards you, and Alaric is, he's giving a sermon right now about not taking for granted the blessings that we do have despite our hardships, and just kind of stops and says, "One moment, everyone," and he looks and ushers you towards his screened off area and leads the way over. What's everyone else doing?
I'm sitting in the back listening to the sermon.
Wait,
Watching Mace.
why are we interrupted? I want to pull out this thing and say, hey, blessings on everyone. That dude is dead.
Oh, okay. Well, then he stops. He looks. Ah, this is such wonderful news. Everyone, the evil cleric who's lived in those mountains for who knows how long has been defeated. He holds out his hand for the holy symbol.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
He looks at it, shows it to everybody. It looks hideous, It's this horrible symbol of Alfak. Alfak is one of the immortals of entropy, and definitely probably the most famous. He takes and holds it over. He takes it over to a basin that's filled with water, and as he drops it in, the water starts to sizzle and bubble. Like a blackish foam starts to form on it, and it holds there and sizzles for a while, and as he lifts it up, it's just a cord now, and the symbol's gone. He says, "Thank you so much, but if you could, we would like to finish the service, and then I will have time to speak with you."
Oh, yeah, sorry to interrupt. I'll wander on to the back.
Okay.
Maybe mock sheepishly. Sit
Okay.
down by Weedall.
He steps back around. It's not really a podium or a lectern or anything. It's just kind of a raised platform on the floor that's about 5 feet across. He stands up there and he looks, and everybody is currently like, they're all like looking over their shoulder and keep trying to peek back at you guys. And he goes, "What's the use? Have a wonderful day." And he excuses the congregation.
See, this is how you become a hero.
As everybody lets out, a couple of the older women that are coming up, as they walk up, they start fishing around in like a satchel, and they're handing you dried fish and figs and just whatever snacks they had. They're offering them to you all. Especially Nace. They're like, "Oh, son, you looked way too thin," and start offering you food.
Thank you, but really, I'm going to gesture towards Gamelon. He actually handled the other cleric pretty much by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Gamelon, you're already being pretty good-natured or dealing with like all the kids want to touch your shell, and like everybody's just like your good luck.
You've never seen a sailor before, have you?
That gets a huge laugh out of the crowd. All right, the kids, the people finally round up and they move on. The few people who are kind of hanging on and wanting to talk, they all notice that Alaric is kind of staring like, "I'm waiting to talk to them," and so they excuse themselves and head out of the temple. Alaric starts towards the little screened off area and then just looks like, "Oh, what's the point?" and just sits down on one of the pews. "So you did it."
Yes, we said we would.
I can't say I doubted you, but I guess a part of me is still surprised.
You did have quite a few skeletons, I think at least 10. And then some zombies and some ghouls. And then he cast some pretty high-powered spells. Carnonos got killed, but we saved him in the nick of time.
Oh, that's incredible. Do you need anything now? Are you recovered? When you didn't return last night, we weren't sure.
Oh, we camped under the stars as it was meant to be.
Oh, He kind of stares at you for a second.
Wanted to give you plenty of time to finish that note for Penalagon.
Something about you today, Gamelon. It's like you're glowing.
You
Ah,
pregnant?
It's a good question. I don't know anything about
Ixion's
turtles.
approval also bears on our quest.
Ah, that is wonderful. Well, what can I do for you?
I believe you offered a written note from
Yep.
the town for
Oh,
Ah, yes.
of
as
course.
an introduction of ourselves.
Yes, I'll have to speak with the whatever word I think I said it was a burgermeister, didn't I?
Sure.
All right.
I don't think you knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, we'll just call it the Lord. I will need to speak with the Lord of Stallanford, and I will procure that for you.
I'd like to show him the. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd like to show him the note that we found, the one that references
Oh, yeah, Kevorkian.
references Kevorkian,
Yeah.
and
Oh, sure.
say, "What do you
Close
know
it.
about this lady?"
Go back
He
and
takes
eat.
the
Don't bring
note.
your food in here. Take it back in.
He takes the note from you and looks through it, scans it for a little bit, and reads it. His brow furrows a little bit. He rolls it up and hands it back to you. He says, I know of a wizard named Kevorkian. He's just outside of Penhaligon. I've met him once or twice, like a decade ago. I think we crossed paths in my adventuring days, but I'm not entirely sure who this Queen of Death is that's being referenced, but that sounds grave. Where did you find this note?
It was in the possession of the cleric.
Petrides, or Petrides.
Mhm.
The evil cleric had it.
Is that
No,
you
as
guys
in-
I was gonna say, is that you guys misremembering, or your
I made a note
characters
that was
saying
actually
that?
on the dead guy's
Came
body.
off
That
the
was
dead guy
yeah.
on the table. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's me misremembering.
The dead guy on the table had it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have any livery on him? Could you tell where he was from?
No, he was
Nothing that I
pretty
recognized.
messed up by the time. The cleric had been working on him for a while, preparing him.
Oh, okay. Well, this sounds very important. If you could give me some time, I could prepare that letter. I'll also visit with the Lord and get a letter of introduction for you. Could I, by any chance, request that you travel to visit Kevorkian's tower and take him this note?
Sure.
Yep.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
better
on our
idea.
way to Penhaligon.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I thought we were at Penhaligon. Oh, no, we're at
No, we're in
You're Stallanford. You're just north.
Stallanford.
Sorry.
Sorry, let me move the X here. You guys are about there right now.
Gotcha.
Sorry to be that guy, but is there anything in it for us?
I could pay you a courier fee. I'm sure I could secure that from the Lord. It wouldn't be a lot, probably 10 gold apiece, just to deliver the message. You're right. I shouldn't
you.
burden you with such menial work. I can find a messenger to take it.
I think
we're-
10's good.
We're heading there anyway.
Okay. Well, then, if you wish to take care of anything in town, I will travel over and get your letter written, as well as compose something to present to Kevorkian as well.
Thank you.
That sounds great.
Okay, I'll meet you at the Hungry Halfling in say at noon.
Sure.
Sounds great.
Okay, that leaves you guys 2 hours or so to do whatever you want in town.
Can
do
we
you-
split the money?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
and
Party.
sell crap.
Yeah, I need to go back to the armory and buy some bolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants to so we're going to just cover a couple things. It'll be people want to get equipment, people want to sell the stuff that you got, or pawn whatever you found, convert your treasure into gold, and anything else you guys want to focus on doing? Okay, so we'll start off with the converting what you found into coin. Who will be doing the negotiating for this?
Who has
I
the
can.
Charisma.
greatest
Nace? Yeah.
persuasion?
You're going to be
Nace or
approaching it with
Weedall.
either persuasion or deception, whichever tact you're taking.
I want to see the merchant ahead of time. Were they in that church service when we showed up, being all heroic?
No, they weren't. So you guys, the last time Weedall visited both just a general store as well as a jeweler to sell most of the stuff they had. I don't remember. Did you guys ever identify that potion? You did not.
No.
The potion was a potion of greater healing. So it is 4d4 plus 4 points of healing.
Yikes.
Oh, moly.
I'm assuming you guys will want to give that
Not
to
44, 4D4.
4d4, yeah.
I thought you were like 44. I was like,
I
what?
was like, that's big.
So I think the
Somebody
rest of it would
probably-
probably be a jeweler, be where you'd be selling it.
Okay.
Someone other than I should take that potion.
Who currently has
pref-
a potion? Do we want someone with a potion to swap for the greater, and then people without one to grab one? Busy currently doesn't have a potion, so.
I've got a regular potion of healing, but I'm also a cleric, so I mean, the only reason I have that is if somebody needs to pick me up.
Oh, let's let
I
Busy
have-
have it.
I have one of the potions of healing, so I'm good.
Yeah, let's let Busy have this one. He's been up
Yeah.
front.
Take the
Okay.
greater. You've been
That
Okay.
was good.
you've been a frontline one. So
Okay.
my skills in persuasion is okay. Deception's better, but
You can
I'd
also
rather-
both roll if you want to go tag team.
yeah, I'd rather not use deception unless necessary. Not to sell stuff like this.
I
sense in
mean,
just
one thing we could do
no sense in destroying the goodwill
if
that
you
we've
have
made.
persuasion, like maybe before we go in the shop, can I like give him some guidance?
Sure. You can give him a glib tongue. You just kind of you bless him with a little bit of guidance, and Weedall, you just feel like the words come easier right now, and your negotiating improves.
Right. So we'll
So-
negotiate all this jewelry and stuff and try to sell it. I'll
Do
give
you have an
a-
effect for it, Brian, or
I dropped it on him, but I think I have to roll it. It's just the
you've dropped
target can
guidance
roll-
on yourself?
You've
There's a
dropped
lot
5
of guidance.
guidances.
There is a lot of guidance floating around right now.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah, that's okay.
I may have been practicing at the end of last time.
Yeah, there were a total of 4 guidances, 2 on you and 1 on him.
Oh, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check. of his
Right.
choice.
Do you have an
Alright.
effect set up for it? If not, Scott, just roll a d4.
I literally just dropped it
There
on
we go.
him.
Okay, there we go. That was pretty good. He's willing to give you 50% of the value of all this stuff to buy it straight cash.
Yep, sell it. Unless
Okay.
anybody's wants all this stuff.
Does anybody have no rope? Are we also trying to sell that rope?
I don't even think the rope will sell. Oh, it did
I
sell.
got rope.
I already
I'm pretty sure everybody's got rope. You ended
We
up
have
getting
hundreds of feet of rope.
You ended up getting 2,000 gold for the whole lot
Wow.
of everything.
Oh,
He doesn't
Jesus,
have
that
any.
gold tiara.
He doesn't
is
have
worth
any interest in the pewter tankard, though.
a lot.
Yeah, the
Well,
tiara
no
was
one-
worth 1,800 gold.
No one wants the tankard. I may as well take it.
Yeah, take it.
Sure.
And
Oh man, we're rich now.
split. That means
We all have like 1,000 gold each almost.
Nice.
yeah, each person has 600 and something gold. Some people almost
A lot of
700.
platinum.
And platinum, yeah, it's
39.
quite a bit. Everybody's got basically 390 gold worth of platinum. So, okay, equipment. So anybody who wants to fill up their arrows, just refill your inventory. Don't just uncheck them all. You have full ammo again. Don't worry about the cost of that. It's incidental.
All right. And do I need to worry about some mistletoe?
I think you have mistletoe already. I don't think your mistletoe is not consumed by casting good berries.
All right. Very good. I would like to cast good berries. Just randomly.
Okay.
Just seemed like a good idea.
All right. Check off.
Have some berries on hand.
Check off one spell slot and change your good berries to 10.
First spell slot.
There you go.
Just
and then
curious. Is
you're
there
at
like
the
any
top.
magic?
You have good berries. Just change the ammo to 10
Are there like any magic items
on
in
your
this town,
weapons
or
page.
magic scrolls or anything cool?
Not there, Steve. At
Not
the very
there.
top
Okay.
under your weapons, the first entry says good berry. Just change the ammo to 10.
Oh boy. This is on the main tab.
No, the actions tab.
Actions tab. Spells. Good berry.
Nope, very
right.
top. At the very top under weapons.
Oh shit.
That's just where you track how many you have currently.
Oh, there we go.
Just change the ammo to 10.
Oh, all right. Boom. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Okay.
Did we get long rested after?
Yes, I did long
Okay.
rest everyone.
And
Sure.
Brian was asking if there's any potential magic shops of any kind,
Not in
scrolls or
Stallanford,
anything.
to be honest. There's not even like a mage shop here. I mean, there's not even like a mage's guild in Stallanford. You'd have to travel to Penhaligon, somewhere bigger.
Well, that's a goal of mine then.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Izzy wants to buy the equivalent of a breastplate to modify his armor with lighter materials that are less loud.
That's what I'm looking
Sure.
at too.
Yeah, you guys can visit the dwarf armor. Did anybody remember what his name was?
Shorty
Bill?
McElfracist.
Dalmeric.
Thordy
He
McElfracist.
didn't care. He didn't care for me.
Dalmeric.
Dalmeric?
I have Dalmeric.
Okay.
Dwarf armor.
Then yes, you can head to Dalmeric's shop, with open air smithy, and purchase a breastplate from him for. He's just going to charge standard prices. So it'd be 400 gold pieces to pick up a breastplate.
Yeah, would I be able to trade in any of my materials to him from the scale mail I'm technically wearing?
He'd give you 25 gold for it.
Sounds great.
So 375 gold for a breastplate. Do you need me to drag it on, or do you got it?
I'll get it.
Okay. How does that bump your... Oh, it just takes away your disadvantage on stealth checks. Nice.
I want to actually do the same with the breastplate.
You want to pick up a breastplate?
Yeah, and I have studded leather.
Okay. The studded leather. Yeah, he'll give you 20 gold for the studded leather. So 380 for the breastplate.
Okay. All right. Outside of the game
Which
question,
will
is
boost
this something
your
I
armor
need?
class. That's nice.
Yeah.
Is what something you need?
Breastplate.
Oh, breastplate's medium armor. You could wear it. However, I believe so. When you wear a breastplate, your maximum dex bonus is 2.
Which is not
Let's
good.
see.
Just to your. Now that's just to his AC, right? That's not to his attack rolls.
Yeah.
So your armor class is currently 14. You get 2 from studded leather, and
He doesn't have studded leather.
no,
then.
you have regular leather. You get 1 from regular leather, and 3 from your dexterity, putting you at 14. If you were to wear a breastplate, you would get 4 from the breastplate and 2 max from your dexterity, but that would give you 16 armor class. It's the heaviest armor you can wear without penalizing your ability to sneak around.
Otherwise, you could upgrade to studded. and
Studded leather
you'd
would
be-
get you to 15 armor class. So
Yeah.
a breastplate would be the highest armor class you could achieve right now.
So at next level, you don't have to up your dexterity, but
That's true.
at the next level, you'll probably up your dexterity and then have the same armor classes. Wearing breastplate and studded would be the same for you then. So
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Alright.
Once your dexterity goes up, studded leather would be enough. Now you could either upgrade to studded leather, which would get you to 15 AC, or you could get a breastplate, which would get you to 16 AC.
Maybe next time I could sell the breastplate and just go to studded. Is that
Yeah,
what,
you
what
could-
I'm hearing?
You could go back later.
Wait, what's your dex currently?
16.
His dex
Plus
is
3.
16. Yeah.
So breastplate will be one better.
Breastplate
instead
would be
for me,
better
yeah.
until your dex goes up. And if
Until
you
my
decide
dex
not
goes
to
up.
raise if you decide not to raise your dexterity next level, maybe you decide to go sharpshooter.
Yep.
The feat sharpshooter can be really good for you.
Right.
You ignore cover, and you can take a -5 to your attack roll to get a +10 to your damage.
I mean, maybe this is a game question, but I hear that maybe I should focus on getting to 20 on my things before I add
So,
features or whatever.
That's a call that you have to make. So, yeah,
Okay.
at 4th level, you will be able to either raise 2 stats by 1 point, raise 1 stat by 2 points, or take a feat. And so, sharpshooter would be an amazing feat for the build you're doing.
Right. Yep. I
Taking
want
2
that.
more to your, you could add 2 to your dex, which would improve your chances to hit by 1, and you could switch back to studded leather. So, but really, your armor class isn't changing whether you go breastplate or studded leather once your dex goes up. So,
Right.
the real thing is, do you want +1 to your attack roll, or the ability to take a -5 to hit for a +10 to damage and ignore all cover? The ignore all cover is pretty big. So.
Well, it's +1 to hit and +1 damage.
The dex.
That's right. It would be plus. No, yeah, you're right. It would be +1 to damage too.
That's in differences of armor we're talking about right now, or this is
That
in
would be from raising your
later
dexterity.
on.
If you raise
Yeah.
your dexterity
later on.
versus taking the feat. As far as if
Like,
you,
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to take a feat at 4, and then I'm going to raise my main stat the next 2 times after.
Okay.
So some people say get your stats first. It's okay to mix in feats too.
it's whatever you
not a huge
right. So
difference
it's
either
whichever
way.
you want to go. If you want to
Okay.
focus on your dex first, then you're only going to wear the breastplate for a level. If you
Right.
decide to take the feat first, you'll wear the breastplate probably until level 8 or even longer.
Okay.
So
Let's do. I'd
if
like
you
to
wanted
bu-
my recommendation, I'd say pick up the breastplate because getting hit sucks, and a 16 is a lot harder to hit than a 14.
And
yeah.
sharpshooter's fun as hell.
Sharpshooter is really going to make your build. So, okay,
I'm
so
on board. I'd like
I'm
to
going to go ahead and
purchase-
just drag your stuff then. So I'll get
Okay.
you the breastplate. You're going to sell your leather. He is not going to give you anything for leather.
Fair enough.
No, it's not true. He'll give you 5 gold for leather. So it'll cost you. Make sure he'll give you a little more. I'm going to knock you down to. See, if it was 400, that'd be 292. He'll just make it 290.
Wait, you weren't even using studded leather?
No, he just had regular old leather.
Ooh.
So let's adjust your AC. Your armor is now base 14.
Should be 16 total.
Why am I not able to change this? Oh, no. Armor is 4. Shield.
17.
Dex is max
Yes.
2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's so I had to change it so that your max dexterity is 2.
Okay.
So you have +3 to hit and +3 to saves and stuff, but your armor class cannot benefit by more than 2 from your dexterity, just because it's more cumbersome to wear the breastplate than leather.
Right.
Okay,
But you
but that'll definitely make you a lot harder to hit. So
Thanks, dwarf.
okay, dwarf. Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do or pick up or acquire?
I would like to pick up an ampule or 2 or vial somewhere if possible.
A what?
Vials or ampules or something.
Oh, sure,
Should I
sure.
find something liquidy I'd like to
Oh
keep?
yeah, some empty.
Yeah, vials.
Vials.
Let's see. There is an empty vial. Where are they
I
at?
see them for 1 gold.
Is that what it is? I think so. Yeah, 1 gold a pop for vials.
All right.
He's
So
going
how
to
would
buy
I
some of those.
how would I know how many vials I can carry?
Just
pretty
be
small.
reasonable.
Mhm.
You got a decent sized backpack, so
So maybe half a dozen vials.
sure, 6 vials. Okay. I'll just drop them onto your inventory here real quick.
Okay, and you said
Inventory,
that'd be 6 gold.
vial, 6 of them, and they're carried. Okay. And yeah, just subtract 6 gold.
6. All right.
Anyone else? Anything else?
Weedle didn't want any of those because they're evil.
Out of curiosity, what would Karnon
They're vile.
go? Karnon's at 15 AC. You're really in the same boat as Stefan. If you went with a breastplate, you would have 16 armor class. It wouldn't penalize your stealth or anything.
Try and-
Oh, yeah, and you'll have that until at least 8.
I mean, it depends if he takes a feat or thing next level, but yeah.
He's taking a feat,
Oh, gotcha.
Arnon is?
right? Oh, I thought you said Weedle.
No, I meant Karnon.
Oh,
I don't think Weedle can wear medium armor.
No, I
But
mean, I'm getting
that's-
+3 right now from Dex anyway, so.
Sure.
I thought anything I bumped up armor wise would kill my dex.
Not your ability to attack or hit, just the maximum benefit you can gain from your dexterity. But right now, you're in the same position as Stefan. Studded leather plus your 3 dex gets you to 15 armor class. A breastplate with a max of 2 dex gets you to 16 armor class. So a breastplate would give you better protection right now than studded leather.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I can do that as well.
Okay, then it would be 480 gold. No, 380 gold. Sorry, not 400.
All right.
380 gold to switch to a breastplate, and I'll adjust your
306.
armor. Max 2. And armor table. Inventory. Let's throw a breastplate on there. Yeah. Delamark is going to be closing early.
So the studded leather goes away off the inventory?
Yeah,
Off the equipment?
I'm deleting
Okay.
it right now. Okay.
Trading
there we
in.
go.
Gotcha.
And that's worn. Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, that's definitely bumped the armor class up quite a bit. Busy 2 people with 19 AC. Nace at 18. Holy cow!
I'm a warlock.
God, Weedle's the easy one to hit now. Okay.
Will be for a while.
Oh my God! Why did this pop up again?
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
You guys got it too, right?
Yeah.
Remaining time? Yep.
I don't have a pop-up.
I don't.
It doesn't pop up, but there it does say in the middle of Zoom that there's 10 minutes remaining, or 9.5.
Oh shit.
I do not understand what's happening here. Like, I signed in to my account. We're not basic.
You're basic.
God, do you
So
think my
basic.
company let it slip to basic?
That's their vengeance for not taking that job.
No
Basic.
kidding.
You've been
That'd
tagged.
be funny. All right. We may
So I
have
hear
to.
Discord has this
We
fancy.
might
video
have to
chat.
emergency switch to Discord here in just a second, but I'm
Oh, that's gonna
checking
mess
the
up
account
everything.
again. Not
Oh,
really. But we're gonna figure this. Account management. This is really wonky.
Yeah, unless I find some magic armor help. Next level it'll go up to 16, but
Well,
that's
then you'll
gonna-
be tied with a lot of people.
that's gonna cap me for a while.
All right, I'm on the
Feed are you
site just
taking?
checking right now. What is?
I'm gonna take dual wielding.
Well, at level 8, it'll go to 17 though. So
Yeah, your role, admin. User management.
Dual wielding will give me +1 AC, plus I'll be able to stab better.
Stab twice with bonus damage.
Yep, be able to
gonna be
add the bonus damage and double the
dual
chance of
wielding.
sneak attack hit.
Is it the dual wielding rapiers that you're going for? Or what?
Yeah, dual wield rapiers. Although Jason says they'll be short sword, but we will
Are you gonna
Do
do
the
whip
damage.
people with them?
fashion them as rapiers.
Nice. Yeah.
Short rapiers.
Edit.
Yeah,
Licensed.
stabby.
Save. Okay. That's fixed. I'm the admin of our Zoom server, so of our Zoom account. So like, I don't know why it got me turned off. We're going to see. If it drops, I'll put it right back up. Oh, no, it is saying it's going to drop. I'm going to stop it and restart it one more time, and we're good because I've already changed the license. So messed up. All right, here, hide self view.
Bing bong.
Okay. It definitely said pro when it started up, so I'm good. All right.
So after this
And
meeting, I need to talk about that with you offline.
rename.
Thanks, Scott.
Bingo.
Rename Stefan Steve. Okay, I think we're done screwing around with that. Everybody's named correctly. We're all in. Yep, let's do it. Okay. So, anything else before heading to the Hungry Halfling to meet our Alaric?
Is there anything else in this town, like that even could be interesting?
It depends what you're looking for. I mean, there's different taverns to eat at. There's a couple general stores for adventuring equipment, but no, I mean it's a little podunk farming town for the most part.
No, seen one, seen them
Okay.
all.
You guys have cleaned out the jeweler, by the way. He's got nothing left. Like he's like, there's if you bring me anything else, you're just gonna have to sell it. You have to give it to me because I don't have any money left. So
Yeah, but once you sell that, then you'll have
He's-
some money. I mean,
he's
that's how-
definitely overextended. Except he's gonna have to wait to trade. So, okay. So you head to the Hungry Halfling. You meet Alaric there. He presents you first. He has papers for each of you, and they're rolled up in a nice ivory scroll tube, and it's a letter of introduction saying that you have the respect and admiration of the Lord of Stallanford, and all anyone reading this should treat this document as, his voucher for your character. And presenting this to any city guard or anywhere in the Grand Duchy of Karamikos should afford you the respect that Lord Derek of Stallanford would receive. Alaric also has another little wooden tube that he has put the note you sent or you found along with a scroll he has rolled up and attached with it, and asks that this is what he would like you to deliver, and he's got a bag of 60 gold that he'll give to you right now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for getting that done so quickly, Alaric.
Absolutely. As always, the Stallanford is always going to be in your debt. If you ever need anything and you're through here again, please don't hesitate to ask.
I don't expect you'd miss us if we came through.
That's probably true.
All right.
Start walking.
Let's go.
Safe travels, my friends.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
On the road again.
everyone is heading south from where you're at down to Penhaligon, which would be 16 miles. So you guys can make that.
Sure, we can make that a day easy.
Yeah. You guys will be there by late afternoon.
We're looking for that tower, though. Is that tower between us and here?
Yeah, so he gave you some directions to get to the tower. Just told you there's a path about a mile outside of Penhaligon that you'll take to the east, and it'll go up just to the base of the foothills, and that's where so once you get there, you'll see the tower. There's no way to
You
miss
said
it.
it's approaching evening.
Mhm.
Should we stay in Penheligon for the night?
I think we should stop by the tower on the way to Penhaligon.
Seems
Well-
like it should be done as quickly as possible. I'm sure he'll understand if we are intruding at late hours of the night.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you head south. Boop, boop. And, oh wow, it's a nice quiet trip, especially traveling on the King's Road. You reach, I'm sorry, the Duke's Road, not the King's Road. You reach Penhaligon. Well, as you can see the city walls of Penhaligon starting to rise up ahead of you. Actually, probably more of a town than a city, but it's a very large town. But you can see the walls starting to rise up as you crest a hill. And right as you see the hills, you see a group of trees and a rock that he said to look for, like a rock formation. And sure enough, you easily find the path that leads off. It looks like it's bigger than an animal trail, but it's not like a full road. It's just like two ruts where you've seen probably a wagon's traveled quite a few times. You follow that as dusk is starting to set in, and you've still probably got an hour or two of light in the sky when you finally arrive at the tower. I think I have a picture of the tower. Just checking.
If it has a skull on the outside, I just want to keep going to Penhaligon.
By the way, I'm gonna
What if it has two skulls?
Go to Penhaligon.
boop, boop.
I'd like to stop for a moment and collect my senses and see if I feel anything.
Sure, give me survival. We're talking like tracking what's in the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if I feel anything going on here.
Was the letter to Kevorkian sealed, or was it able to be read easily without disturbing
Actually, the letter that he put in. I'm sorry, you're talking about the letter that Alaric, the additional letter that Alaric
Yeah.
included in the tube. It is
Yeah.
actually sealed in wax.
All right. No peeking.
I rolled
These
survival.
sacrifices-
If we just had somebody with mending.
I have.
I don't think
We
men
both-
fixes wax.
Yeah, maybe. I
Not
don't
with
know.
that attitude.
Stefan,
Parchment if we tore around the wax.
Stefan, you don't find any sign of unusual traffic along the road.
Okay.
Definitely no massed movements or anything that you were trained to look for as a soldier.
I'm not picking up anything weird, guys.
The
Oh, it's
tower
safe.
itself, the trail does not seem like it's used very often. Just your familiarity with wagon trails is that if it's used with any frequency, you don't get a lot of grass growing up on it, and this has a pretty good embankment of grass right through the middle of the trail. So this probably does not see a lot of travel.
Oh, I can't believe people are beating down the door to somebody named Kevorkian.
Agreed.
Okay. And did I take a picture of that? I did not. Okay. So, you are at the bottom of the path leading up to the top of a slight hill. As you finally round a bend in the trees, it opens up into several large houses that are sitting up on this slight hill. And as you walk up the path, you note that some of these houses are quite fine. They have like marble statues on the grounds. There's iron gates in some with designs of eagles and wyverns on the gates. But it's pretty straightforward and easy to tell where the tower is. It rises quite a ways up into the sky. It's probably 2 or 3 stories tall. You see various arrow-slitted windows kind of going in a spiral, probably along the stairs on the interior, and a large manor house that's just in front of the tower. The whole thing is surrounded by a brick wall with iron bars, like the brick wall's about like half height, and then iron bars coming up out of that. They're wrought into one actually well-worked piece. The main gates are actually open right now, and you see just a crushed gravel path that leads up to a large, heavy wooden door, like reinforced with metal banding, and a giant eagle knocker on the front of the door. That's like it's clutching a knocker in its talons as there's big spread golden wings.
Do any of these houses look occupied?
Yes.
Like signs of people moving here and there. That kind of
Not so much signs of people, but signs
they're not
that
abandoned.
they're lived in. Yeah, they're well cared for. The hedgerows at these houses are tended. This is probably just a really nice area that people live.
Are there any lights ablaze in the tower? That we can
Not at this time of day. It's still sunlight.
see? Okay.
Like the sun's probably 2 hours from setting, so
I
there's
want
still
to get
pretty
this
good,
over with.
pretty good
so
light
Yeah.
being cast. You don't see
I'll
any
go
lights.
knock.
Okay. So your boots crunch on the gravel as you make your way up to the house. As you reach for the knocker, lift it up. It's probably gilded with either like a brass or gold leaf on it. You rap it twice, and there's a pretty significant thud. You hear carry past the door. There's a brief pause, about 30 seconds,
Nobody's home.
and then you hear a latch turn, a bolt slide, and the door creeps open slowly. You see an elegantly attired butler opens the door. He apologizes for taking so long. He ushers you into the hall and invites you in.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Jeeves. We're here to see
Kevorkian.
Kevorkian.
We
We've
have
got-
a
we've
urgent
got
letter
word
for
from
you.
Alaric.
But of course you are. Please come into the lounge.
Do
Sounds
we
great.
also have to walk this way?
Walk forward into the lounge.
That's right.
No, like this.
Okay. He leads you in. He points to. It's a rather large foyer. It's kind of an oval-sized room. It has very nice marble floors with like a tile mosaic set into the ground. There's a large, ornately woven carpet that covers the central part of the foyer. You see a set of stairs that's wrapping up to a second floor to a balcony that has like looks like brass banister work that goes back into some other rooms, and he is pointing under the balcony towards a large set of double doors that look like some sort of stained and lacquered walnut with very fancy brass door handles on it, and he indicates those doors there.
Okay.
Do we need a knock or anything?
No, he just points towards the doors. Once you're all in, he
Alright.
shuts the door behind you. You see him slide a deadbolt and lock it. And then if you're not to the door yet, he makes his way past you. He's wearing like a deep velvet, like a deep, not quite royal blue, a little bit darker velvet robe with a fancy collar done up underneath the robe. He's an older man, probably in his 50s or 60s, doesn't have a lot of hair, kind of a round, dumpling-looking face. He reaches over and opens the doors and invites you in. There's a large table that has 8 chairs around it. He invites you to take a seat while he goes and attends to the master.
I'll
Hey,
take a
guys.
seat.
I'm gonna sit down too, and I'm gonna ask the guy, "Hey guys, should I get my hunter's mark going? You guys
I
have any
mean-
thoughts on that?"
On who? We're not here
We're
to
just-
fight anybody.
Yeah, we're just delivering a letter.
All right, fair
He's
enough.
ready to throw down.
I'm
All right.
antsy.
was thinking
I
about a
mean,
little
if there's a
divine
wizard
sense
in a
going.
tower like this, trust me, we're probably not going to do anything to him.
We're
Alright.
outclassed already.
So
All right.
there is a as you're sitting at the table, you notice it's set with plates and cups, silverware, like every setting. There are fresh flowers in a vase in the center. There are 2 candelabras that are lit. Each have like 10 candles in them. They're very tall off of the table, enough that like they don't obstruct your view, but they keep the room very well lit. There are some windows with stained glass on the west side of the chamber that have red velvet curtains pulled apart, and then like a white lace just cover in front of it to just kind of soften the light coming into the room. Behind you on the east wall, or did I say east already? The west wall, there is a rack. I'm sorry, not a rack, like a small table that has several bottles of different colored liquid, which you would assume to be spirits, as well as several wine bottles and plenty of glasses and snifters.
To sniff myself out some grog.
Me too.
Or the closest I can come to it.
Okay. Sniffing the various bottles, one of them smells just like that Karamican whiskey that was made in Penhaligon that you guys had with Samson and his wife. There's also a white wine that smells very sweet. Seems like probably an older vintage. And then there's just some various. There's some rum and some brandies. Just
there we go. Pour some rum into a glass and.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the whiskey.
Into
the
my
familiar.
my pewter tankard.
Okay. Oh, nice. So your tankard's much larger than any of the glasses, so you're able to really get a good sample.
There we go.
I'm
not pounding this, by the way.
No problem. So everyone's able to get a drink that wants one. The doors open again, and the elegantly attired butler enters again. He comes into the chamber, bows in front of you. I apologize for the delay. Master will be with you soon. Before he comes, could I please get your names?
I'm Weedall.
Busy.
Carnan.
Stefan.
Gamelon.
Nice.
Thank you. You see him look around the room, kind of scanning for something. Then he turns around. He says, "It will just be one more moment." He steps through and he pulls the door shut behind him, leaving you alone again.
I
I'd
wonder,
still
how do
like
we
to-
know that this butler isn't the wizard himself?
I don't like that guy.
He's giving me the creeps. Sounds like Strahd.
Me too.
Like Lestrade.
Okay. After about...
Do-
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, is he giving off kind of wizardly vibes?
Give me an insight check.
What does a wizardly vibe feel like?
I don't know. Something's not right about this boy.
Are you around a lot of wizards, I guess is the first question.
What am I?
No, but I wonder. So instead of that, I'll just say, do I feel like he's being truthful about going back and forth and back and forth? Do I get the feeling that he's giving us some sort of a...
As a rogue,
Yeah.
you recognized what he was doing. He was counting the silver in the room.
Oh, okay.
Like as you look, he was counting all the silver. This guy's a butler, so
Okay.
you are fairly confident that this guy is not the
I
wizard.
brought my
He's
own.
checking up on us. You can
Or
take
he's
the
a wizard
grog.
who really gets
I'll
cares
chunks.
use
about
his
silverware.
silver. Yeah, his silverware.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was counting the silver objects in the room as you start to look where he was looking. So about 2 more minutes pass and you hear footsteps approaching. The door opens and you see the butler accompanied by a young man who he announced, a young man standing behind him who's wearing much finer clothes than the butler. He has it looks like a silk shirt that's fitted. Comfortable, like soft leather breeches. Definitely noble's boots. He has a cape that's draped half over his shoulder. He has like wavy auburn brownish hair that's fairly long. It's cropped neatly back. He has a very trim goatee and mustache, bushy eyebrows, and of most note is his right sleeve is just pinned up to his shoulder. He is missing his right arm. He has a nice-looking longsword in a scabbard that he has his left hand resting on, wearing a definitely not like a swordsman's glove. This is more like you would wear to a ball or some sort of party. The butler bows again and he says, "May I introduce to you Lord Karen Penhaligon, master of the keep? Lord Haligon, I present to you Huidal, Stefan, Carnon, Busy." It seems like that word escapes with some disdain. Gamelon, and Nace. You almost see him do air quotes when he says your name.
Who did he introduce him as?
Did not sound like Kevorkian.
Penhaligon.
Lord Karen Penhaligon.
Of the Penhaligons.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, we are glad to make your acquaintance, Lord Penhaligon, but we came to see the wizard.
Yes. Yes, there's some things to talk about there. Please, have a seat.
I will sit down. Well,
I will have... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I say, is there a stout-looking couch? Because I don't want to sit on any
You don't want to break a chair.
He looks, you see him just a genuine smile, and he goes, Fredericken, can we possibly accommodate him?
I mean, I can sit on the floor.
The butler says, "Yes, sire, one moment." He shuffles out of the door. Karen walks by, offers you his hand as a handshake. Okay, shakes your hand. He offers his hand to shake each of your hands in turn.
Is it a left-handed handshake?
I'm sorry, it is a left-handed handshake.
Man,
I might even say as he comes up, there is an awkward pause. Like he tries to extend his right hand, and then he extends his left.
Busy probably shakes it a bit too vigorously, but
he seems accustomed to it. Like he's probably shaking a lot of hands. When he reaches the head of the table, he motions for everybody not sitting to already sit. He pulls out the chair and sits. Right about then, Fredrikon comes back. That's the butler. He comes back just towing a large... it's like a cushion bench you would sit on to like put shoes on or something. And he's like... and drags it all the way over so you can sit down.
Yep, I'll pick it up and put it into position, etc.
Okay.
Did you say it was Karen Penhaligon?
Yeah.
Karen, yes.
Like
Kaerin.
Aaron.
So the butler, Fredrikon, leaves again. Says dinner will be served momentarily, and he backpedals out and shuts the doors. So Karen says, "Yes, I'm sure you have quite a few questions. First,
how did the man get into the lair of a necromantic cleric, for example?"
Wait, what?
What?
Was this dark cleric? Didn't we find this guy's letter in the dark cleric?
Oh,
No,
sure.
we found it from the corpse.
Yeah, who was in the realm
clutches
of a dark cleric who had skeletons around him. Although
I'm sure the guy was captured and brought to him. So
Perhaps before you hear of our story, maybe you'll tell us yours. Where exactly is Kevorkian?
So Kevorkian passed away about 6 months ago. Died of natural causes. He was nearly 90 years old, and unlike some wizards, was not obsessed with living forever. I am his adopted son, and now lord of this manor. Can I ask why you are seeking my father?
You may. How is it that the priest at Stallanford. Stallanford. I'm looking for his name now.
Alaric.
Yeah, Alaric would not know of the passing of somebody that he apparently knew well enough to write a letter to.
Well, if you mean Alaric,
Alaric.
I've known Alaric since I was a boy. He visited with Kevorkian maybe once since I remember Kevorkian moving here, but I know they at very least crossed paths maybe 2 decades ago. I mean, not to be insensitive, but they're both old men. But no, I haven't seen Alaric in years. When my father passed, there wasn't a large ceremony about it. He was always a bit of a recluse and preferred to keep to himself.
Yes, understandable. We do have a letter that was supposed to be addressed to him that we found in unfortunate circumstances.
Now, wait,
do
is
tell.
Karen like biological son or was just like adopted?
He said he was adopted.
Okay.
Yes, we found this letter on the corpse of an unfortunate soul in the lair of a dark cleric.
Okay.
Yes, Alaric had us go to, well, first we cleared out some orcs, and then Alaric had us know that a dark cleric also was using that cave that the orcs were in for some dark deeds. So we went back and cleared him out, and then we found this letter on this man's body. Why don't we just hand it to you? And there's a letter of introduction from Alaric, I believe. I mean, it was for Kevorkian, but
of course. One moment. He uncorks the note, pulls out. First, he looks at the note that was actually on the body. Don't really see a look of recognition as he's reading it. He folds it back up, and he breaks the seal and unscroll opens it. He says, "Apologies." He kind of shrugs, rolls the scroll back up, and puts the contents away. It looks like he's thinking really hard about it. He thinks for a brief moment, and finally he sets it down. He says, "So, are you an adventuring companions? What brought you to Stallanford to begin with?"
Oh God, why did we go to Stallanford?
it was the festival.
Ah, yes.
And when we got there that night, I believe they were attacked by orcs, and so we offered our help for chasing down. And actually, Alaric was captured by the orcs, so we freed him from them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Festival for King Hollow. Excellent time.
Of course, I should have thought of that. Well, you're definitely quite an assemblage of compatriots.
We're level 3.
I must admit, you're actually the first of your kind I've ever met. I've seen pictures. My father spoke of your race, but I've never actually met one of you. You're much larger than he described.
I'm average, yes.
Oh, average. Well,
we don't get out much into the mainlands, preferring the water, you see.
I see. And so what brought you this far? Was it just for the King's Festival?
No, I had other business north, but that is a different story.
Oh,
I love adventure.
You I notice you have soldiers' tattoos. Were you with the
I was in
Karamican
the
forces?
soldier for a while, and I love nature. I had to get out and get into the woods and the mountains, and I met these guys, and these guys are awesome. So I'm here to have a good time.
The Black Hills are very dangerous mountains. You must be good at what you do.
He's a very skilled orc hunter for sure.
Hmm?
Hmm.
I don't like goblins either.
Well, that's that's definitely it's definitely
You're
a
not
welcome.
alone.
It's definitely a welcome feeling in this day and age.
So what are we going to do about this evil queen?
Do you
This
even
is
know who
evil
she
queen.
is?
Actually, I don't know who this queen is.
Would Kevorkian had a man? Like, who would have been sending this letter? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
The man we found was quite brutally handled by the dark cleric, so we didn't really have any defining features from him. But if you knew of any agents your late father had of some kind, that would be
At
out there.
one time, my father had a considerable network, but not for the last 10 years. He has mostly stayed here and done his research and just sought to have a peaceful end to a very eventful life. Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of look around, and I know we saw, you described some brass eagles or something or whatever. Is there anything that reminds me of what that soldier on the table would have been wearing? Any sort of symbology maybe that this guy is wearing, or
Yeah, quick investigation check.
investigation?
And
Do I still have that +4?
do we have that note by chance in anywhere?
Which note? The one that
Did you
was.
did you share it? I think you shared it.
Yeah, we
He's-
shared it.
Oh yeah. I shared it with you at one point.
Remind
It
me
should
where
be.
I find those.
It should be in
Those
your
notes I
images.
saved to my hotbar.
Under maps somewhere.
Yeah, just look at your maps. It'll be listed as a shared one.
It's called handout.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
On a handout.
You do not recognize anything in this room or any of the heraldry you've seen with that person.
Okay.
As you're really thinking about it, you're pretty sure it was just he might have had like maybe a Karamican house sigil. It would have been too badly destroyed, but it could have been maybe one of the Karamican houses out of Specularum.
Sir, does this message look authentic to you?
Oh yes, I recognize Alaric's hand. We've received missives from him before. Usually just an update every year as to how Stallanford is doing, how his flock is progressing.
I believe he's talking about the one to Kevorkian, not written by Alaric.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't recognize that script. But it's entirely possible. As I said, I don't know of any of my father's agents that still operate. I don't know who this queen being referenced is. I can make inquiries, of course. I appreciate your assistance.
Yeah, we'd like to know what's going on.
Okay. Fredricon opens the door. You see him coming with a large tray. He has two other females behind him, a little bit smaller, and they bring a very large meal with plenty of food. There's, mutton, roast turkey. There's vegetables and fruits, and it's just a fantastic meal.
Hey, when he's serving me, I want to make a point to count all the forks there and then go, yep, still 3.
Fredricon looks and he's like, and you see him look over like a glare at Karen, And Karen just smirks a little bit.
Insolent worms.
They after he serves the food, Fredricon and the two females escort themselves out after filling everyone's water and seeing if anyone needs a refill of their spirits.
I'm fine.
As Karen sits, several of you notice that he starts, as he first sits, he reaches, like he turns to his fork as though he was going to grab it, and then like looks like a real quick glance at his shoulder, and then reaches over with his left hand to get.
All right, so I'll bite. So I'll say, must be a recent injury then.
He looks and he says, "Yes, about a month ago. It's well, I guess if you were interested, it's a problem I need help with."
Sure.
I
I'm
mean,
always interested.
More resolvable.
If you have the funds, I know Artificers Guilds make some stuff for you that you could attach on your shoulder there and at least get something use back there.
Cost you an arm and a leg.
Well, I am making efforts to possibly regain some use of my arm, but for now, that's unavailable.
I see you have that sword. Obviously, you know about fighting, and you know how bad it is. Can't speak. You know how bad it is to be disarmed.
Oh, God. He literally shakes his head. Yes.
And I keep eating. The soup is lovely.
What is the trouble you speak of, which needs removing?
Well, you see, I've spent most of my time in Specularum. I would come to visit my father, and frequently, but after he passed, I moved in. However, I've only recently moved in here, and I'm still taking stock of the house. The manor and the tower of wonderful condition. They've been well maintained, and the servant staffs have been excellent. However, the basement is a problem. He shifts forward, kind of looks at
Specularum?
No, the basement of this manor.
Ah.
The note you've
Portals
handed
are
me.
kind of slow.
So the note you gave me is worrying. I feel like it concerns important people. I can't tell you everything, but I can be wholly truthful about what I do tell you. Kevorkian's basement holds some of his magic items and some of his treasure. I need someone to find something for me down there. It is a sword with an unmistakable gem-set hilt and pommel. There's also a diamond tiara that I know is down there because Kevorkian told me about it. I want the sword and the tiara. If you get it for me, you can have everything else you find.
This tiara was not like the one that we already found and sold, yeah?
You don't know. It wasn't diamond studded, so maybe
it wasn't?
not. No.
Okay.
The problem, though, is my adopted father fitted the basement with many traps and magical guardians.
Of course he did.
Now,
Just
he
like
always told me none of it was meant to be lethal, but it could be dangerous, and with him gone for 6 months now, it appears that some of them are out of control. So my problem's simple. Points at his arm, his missing arm. Says, I'm no longer in a position to go down there and get what I want. So I want you to. I was just about to advertise for adventures, and you show up.
How fortuitous.
Do you have a map?
Of the basement? No.
Good question.
Before you say yes or no, I will tell you, you can keep anything you find down there except for the sword and tiara.
Can you tell us about the sword and tiara?
It is a great
Not
sword.
that we are going to take them, but
It's a great sword,
We're not
crusted with gems, and the hilt and in the pommel. You cannot possibly mistake it.
I'm sure it's magical of some sort too.
Is it on booby trap plinth? Wizards like booby traps.
I don't actually know, but I think it's safe to assume that everything down there is dangerous and booby trapped.
All right then.
As long as you deliver those 2 items to me, I'll pay you 250 gold pieces each for finding those 2 items. However,
And I want a set of silverware.
he looks and he says, if
That's
you
coming out of your 250 gold pieces.
if you return the items to me within 2 days, then yes, I will throw in the silverware as well.
Why after
Carrot.
losing your arm a month ago and saying you were just about to ask for adventurers, is there a 2-day time limit?
Because I need them in 2 days.
What's
Just
so
so-
special about these? There's something.
I'm being wholly truthful with you for what I'm willing to tell you.
I'm curious why this is your basement, and I mean, can you tell us like how to get to where we're going? Have you been in your basement before?
He looks at his arm. Yes.
Fair enough.
So is the first trap disarmed then, or are we gonna have to do that as well?
Yes, I have set off the first trap.
Okay.
I actually didn't make it to the bottom of the stairs.
If we'd all,
Oh.
I think that was an unintentional pun.
All right, let's go get this tiara and sword, and we'll see if we can find your arm.
Wait, I want to just. Are the sword and tiara magical of some sort?
You don't even need
The
to ask
sword
him.
is certainly magical.
Is the tiara?
I don't think so.
How much for the arm?
Oh, I managed to retrieve my arm before I came back up the stairs.
Fair
But
enough.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. If you'd all quit insulting our host, we can be on our way.
I know that it's late. By the way, you've been here for about an hour now. I understand that it's late. If you wish, you could either stay in rooms here, or if you would be more comfortable staying in Penhaligon and returning in the morning. The clock would start at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I would like to go to Penhaligon, but I'm looking for. Do they have like any magic shops or schools you know of where they might like sell scrolls or anything like that?
Yes, there is a Wizards Guild in Penhaligon.
Would it be open now?
I couldn't tell you that.
Do you know any of the people?
I am familiar with Lady Alana Penhaligon, the Lord
And
of
she
the
runs
city.
it?
She's the Lord of the city. I'm not familiar with the Wizards Guild specifically, no. As I said, most of my time I've spent in Specularum. I've only recently moved here.
How did you meet
Specularum on the map,
Kevorkian
by
to
the way,
become his
guys.
adopted son?
I've known he's been a friend of my family for a very long time.
Specularum is way down south.
Yeah, way down south.
The long way. I'm
Ah,
good for
well.
taking a little nap here in the tower and
So
then
give me 1,
hitting
2,
the place
3,
earlier,
4, 5, 6,
early in the
7,
morning.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's about 100 miles southwest along the Duke's Road to get to Specularum.
I'm just saying, like I looked for it on the map for a while before I found
Yep.
it, so it's way down south. I'll stay here.
Is the basement lit up?
The area I proceeded to was. So the landing, yes. I don't know past that.
What manner of trap took your arm?
It was a creature.
And you were able to get your arm back?
Well, I wasn't alone, and the man who was with me dispatched the beast.
What creature was it?
I don't know what it was called, but it had blades for arms.
Oh.
That sounds terrible.
That doesn't
Lovely.
sound good at all. Have any of you guys seen a creature that has blades for arms?
Don't recall such a creature.
Thanks for the warning. Wow.
Did it seem mechanical, or was it flesh and blood?
I must admit, I didn't really pay enough attention.
It's clear he was disarmed.
After I lost my arm, I wasn't watching that closely.
Do you know how big the basement is?
It's pretty expansive. It's under all of the manor as well as the tower, and extends quite a bit out under the hill.
And you have no idea what
Probably an old
direction
cave.
these artifacts would be.
I don't.
That's quite alarming.
I agree.
I mean, if he's saying that we can have anything but, it's almost like we want to explore the whole place if we can.
Must be something good.
Right?
And if you return within 2 days, I will pay each of you 250 gold as well.
An efficiency bonus.
So let's say we get back in 2 days, we haven't cleared it out. Would you give us time to finish clearing it out?
Yes.
Nothing for us to lose then.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Except an arm.
Are there any clues about where these items would be found?
I've never been in my father's basement. At
The
least
old wizard-
I've never made it to the floor.
It's an old wizard storehouse, you guys. He's never been down there.
Yeah,
He's-
but did he like write it down? Any information about like what's stored there or what could be down there is possible?
No. I just know that he had several magical guardians. He liked to experiment with creatures, and
Oh boy.
Hmm.
I saw one of them, and it had blades for arms.
Fantastic.
So who wants to go to Penhaligon?
It's probably gonna be closed. We need to get the clock going, so I can just go after this.
Okay. Are you guys going to rest, or are you going to go without sleep?
Oh,
I say we rest and
We
head
could
down
poke our heads
early.
down there for an
Mhm.
hour before clear out some of the first traps.
They get stuck down there,
Let me see if I got this right.
and we don't want exhaustion.
I mean, there's still like an hour left of sun in the sky.
Bam! I got it working.
Nice.
We just walked 20 miles.
There's a little vote. One of the boxes is lit up. Check it if your vote is yes.
I'm good to go now.
check the
like-
lit up boxes for sleep.
Yeah, you'll notice one of the boxes is dark. The rest are faded. Check that one that's dark is your box. If you want to sleep first, check it. You can get a consensus. Okay. So
There's no consensus.
it's a yeah, that's 4 votes to sleep first.
Oh,
Just
okay.
want to sleep first.
So
Crazy.
one of the votes is the observer. So that's the play.
Well,
How
the
do you
behind it.
observer was the
like to,
tiebreaker, so
Yeah. I didn't check the observer. The observer's is still blank. So I think it's weird that it gives the observer a box even though it doesn't have a character selected.
I was with you, John.
I don't know.
These other 4 guys, we
Metagaming wise, it doesn't make a
I
difference.
need a break.
If you
Let's
click it twice,
sleep.
does it? Oh, I see. If you click it twice, then it declines.
I mean, we walked like
Interesting.
16 whole miles today. I need to rest my legs.
Jason will throw exhaustion at us if we don't.
I will
sleep.
throw exhaustion at you if you skip.
Yeah.
If you go 24 hours awake, yeah.
Yeah,
But not yet.
that-
You guys would have a
that's
little while
fair.
before it happened.
Yeah, we
So-
still have like an hour to go down there and do stuff.
I don't
So-
think you understand how awesome I am.
Okay. He They show you to rooms and let you get a night's sleep. They're very comfortable beds. Feather stuffed mattresses and.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep outside next to a fire.
Oh, okay. Then they have a fire pit out back.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna live it up in luxury the night before I go to my death. So
That's right.
Me too.
You hear a lot of tinkering and small hammering noises from Busy's from the night before.
Isn't it calibrated?
hey, go sleep by the fire.
I'll burn an offering for Ixion and say my prayers and
Okay.
catch him for the night.
All right, we go down.
In that case, I will long rest everybody.
And
did it change?
Right.
Interesting. Okay. So let me get this here.
Catch the last rays of the setting sun.
Interesting.
Which we don't have here.
I'm gonna eat my berries just because they're mine and I have them.
And they're good.
They taste great.
Whoops. I think. Is it this one? Oh, there we go. Okay. I apparently forgot to attach the image that I was using for this, but that's okay. Got that problem solved.
For the what? For the map or for the?
Yeah, for the map. I forgot to attach an image to it when I exported the. So in Fantasy Grounds, I actually create the module in another campaign and then I export it. That way, like when we're done with the last adventure, I hit a button and all those maps and personalities and stuff go away, so they're no longer cluttering up my stuff. So I'm going to share a sheet.
When I wake up, I cast Goodberry again.
Okay. Wait, again? So you have 20 berries?
Well, I think they only last 24 hours.
Oh, you're right. Well, here's the thing, because that means you'll only have one spell slot left, right? Or no, well, you have two.
You did a long rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I did a long rest, so I'm back to.
Yeah, so you just use your spell slot, and then you've got your 10 still. So.
No, I got 10. Yep.
You could have cast a good berry right before we went to sleep.
Let me switch the view here real quick.
No, what he's saying is the berries only last 12 hours.
Yeah, but let's say we went to bed at 9 p.m. and he cast it at 8:30. They're good until 8:30 p.m. the next day.
Yeah, that's 24 hours.
Yeah, I could have.
Oh, that's true.
12 hours or...
Yeah, so let's do. I don't know.
I get you. I could have used up a second spell slot.
Check Goodberry. How long does it last? Goodberry.
24 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, Brian's right. Cast it before you go to sleep. Yeah. Okay, so you've got all your spell slots and you've got 10 berries.
Nice.
I should have 20 now, right?
Well, the previous ones will expire overnight, right?
Yeah, they would have expired overnight. So
he could have used his remaining 2 spell slots if you really want to get technical.
That's true. Do you want 20 good berries? You could use your remaining 2 slots.
Yeah, I could have 8.
You're right.
Or I could have 10 for 8 hours and 10 for 24 hours.
Yeah, you could have. Well, you could have. Well, no. Oh, so the 10 for 8 hours are going to expire, but you have 2 spell slots left. You could cast Goodberry twice,
then sleep,
and then go to sleep. Have all 3 spell slots and 20 berries left.
Yep. And so, if I'm not mistaken, 10 of those berries last 12 hours.
No. He was saying, Steve, is at night you have 2 spell slots at night.
Yeah, but he's talking about this morning. There's 20 that last 12 hours now.
Yeah.
But we're retconning. We're saying that you would have known this, so you would have done it before you went to bed anyway. You wouldn't have cast.
All I know is you have a fuckload of good berries.
20.
I got 20. All right,
so
moving on.
Saying, and spell slots because we did a long rest.
You have 20, and then you get all your spell slots left. Back.
3.
All right.
That's
so
good because we're really good at dying.
Yeah.
Right. It's coming.
So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And they take you to a... let me find the... Boop. No, not here. Wizard's Dungeon. What the?
So this basement is not loaded at all. Is it supposed to be?
No, it's
He's got
masked.
it masked.
It's masked right now. This is being weird. Oh, I kept opening the map. No wonder. God. All right. So
Jason's super good, guys. Don't worry.
yeah, I got it.
Okay, so we find the sword and tiara, and now we're heading back up to talk to him.
Yeah.
That
So
was awesome. Great job, guys.
so Karen, when you get up in the morning, they serve a large breakfast. Everybody eats whatever they want, gets their fill, and then Fredricon takes you to a back deck. It's actually where Gamelon slept, where the fire pit was. Leads you out a set of double doors that are ornate, have glass insets in them, and takes you up a small path to the entrance to the tower. You go through a very large, like 6-foot wide, 10-foot tall, single panel door that's reinforced, has runes written all over it. He opens that up and takes you into the tower itself is just cluttered with bookcases and desks and work tables and alchemy supplies, and he takes you to a very large trap door and pulls it open, and there's a spiral staircase going down into darkness. There's a faint light at the bottom.
So
All right, friends, before we go down, let me introduce you to my portable, extra rigorous stimulant inducer. I call him Percy. He's going to give us some stims for dodging the traps and the dangers down there. So one moment while I get this baby loaded up.
One moment
Okay.
while I whip this out.
He detaches a small, tiny robot from his shoulder, and he gets a little energy sphere from his back and puts it in there and starts up Percy. So if you want to throw Percy on the combat tracker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could Percy lead the party?
Good luck, Percy.
Yes.
There is
It
Percy.
can.
By the way, let me share Expo with you.
Sure.
There you go.
So should I be rolling the temp HP on everybody individually or once for everybody?
That's a good question. I think once for everybody. Is it a group application? I don't remember.
It's everybody.
Okay, then just roll it into the chat and then drag the result to each person.
If you throw, it also affects Percy. So if you want to put him on the combat tracker so we can see him.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's on there. I just forgot to do it. Oh, yeah, I guess you can just target everyone and then do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you turn Percy
Okay.
nice instead of evil?
Yeah, why's it got to be red?
Wow.
Roll
Everyone's
max.
Field tested and approved.
Wow, everyone has
And
11 hit points.
A
10 hit points.
the robot just sprays a gas in the air around everyone, and everyone's just feels on top of their game right now, like they're a bit on adrenaline.
All right,
Cool.
Doubled my hit points.
It's aerosolized. It's aerosol meth.
ECP
Sleeping
from Percy.
tonight.
This isn't good for your teeth, but boy, it'll keep you alive.
All right, so as we head down the staircase, is checking for traps is a perception thing?
Yes, that would be perception.
All right, I'm gonna.
Let's light something up like you always do.
Do we want to talk about marching order for this?
Oh yes.
Are you going with your standard marching order, or?
I got dark vision now. Just throwing
That's
that out
right.
there.
That's right. Stefan has dark vision.
You have dark vision now.
Yeah.
I believe I have dark vision as well.
We're the only two without.
So I've got
Right. I've got
Gamelon
a
in front.
glowing mace of divine retribution and justice.
Boom.
Well, it's a regular mace that I cast light on, but you know.
I've got Gamelon in front. Who's
I
sec-
can have a glowing quarter
Gamelon
staff
front, Busy
of
second.
divine retribution, or maybe not divine, whatever.
So you're going with the same order then?
Celestial retribution.
Same order.
Yeah, I
probably
guess.
Fine. Galen's got
One,
the best
2,
passive perception.
He's
so.
got a lot of perception.
3.
Busy does place Percy on his shoulder as a
6,
tiny thing that can
5,
stay with him.
and 4. Okay.
Yeah, that is a good point. Do we want Stefan up front or him back, or Busy, or I don't know?
We want high passive perceptions up front. we're going to be waltzing the traps.
Okay.
I mean, Busy's fine with taking a back seat if someone that thinks they can spot things easier.
Your highest passive perceptions are Gamelon and Stefan.
I don't mind being up by the front line.
I'll
All right.
block all the fire from you. Don't worry.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'd
Why
like
don't
to
we
kind of
move-
like to
Busy
stand
swapping
behind
with
the turtle.
Stefan then.
Yeah,
You
that
could
works.
also try to spread out a little bit, just so. to give
Then
a
how
little
will the trap get all of
ability.
us?
Okay, so I'll put Stefan in second and Busy in the back.
Like we
Sure.
could stick 5 feet between each row, so it's like person blank,
Well, we could put. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
or row blank, whatever.
Okay.
But yes, I'm going to cantrip light my mace before we head down.
Okay,
I'm
sounds
a
good.
cantrip like my quarterstaff of awesomeness.
If you feel the effects of the stimulants wearing off, let me know. I'll shoot you some more.
Nice.
This
Okay.
can't be good for you.
You continue. You follow the staircase. It just spirals tightly down and down and down and down and down. You go down for about 60 feet before the basement finally stops, or you finally reach the basement. This
Should I
first,
see a map now?
yeah, I'm revealing it right now.
My bad.
No problem.
All right.
And sync view. There we go.
Oh god, this is a huge map, guys.
So, it's true. I can't stop you from seeing that. Okay. So we got Gamelon. We've got Stefan. We've got Weedall. We've got Nace. We've got Karnon. And we've got Gamelon.
Oh, Busy.
Gamelon again?
Got Busy.
Ah,
I did grab Gamelon again. Busy.
And you probably
Idiot.
you can
There
throw
we go.
Percy. on
Apparently
there
I'm
too if you
prone,
want.
so
Oh, yeah. And then Percy. Isn't Percy tiny?
He's on my shoulder pretty much.
Okay.
I think you can. Yeah.
I think I'm going to just leave Percy off the map.
Sure.
So, if I want to target him, I'll just target him on the combat tracker.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And he lasts for an hour, by the way. So.
Yeah. So this is a bare chamber. The floor is dusty. There's no tracks or marks visible on the floor. The room has a soft glow from the walls that is illuminating the chamber.
I want to look around.
Sure. You don't see anything unusual. Just the door in the north wall.
this door, is it locked?
No, it is not.
Is there any magic stuff on that door? You don't want to just be blasted on the first door.
Is there any magic stuff visible on the door?
Here, let me take a look.
This is it. Not that you can tell.
He'll get some instruments out and start peering at the door. And what do you want me to roll, or is there anything to roll?
You could roll Arcana.
The entire everything about this whole tower is glowing with magic.
Yeah. You don't recognize anything that would indicate it's magically trapped. You don't find any hidden runes or anything like that, or glyphs.
what about traps in general?
Don't see any evident glyphs on here, so
No use standing around then. Push through.
all right.
Okay. You open the door, and 10, 20, 30, 40.
God, and everyone blows up. Damn it.
Fireball.
Remember that everything past 20 feet is dim light.
Everything past 20 feet is dim light?
Yeah. So your light is 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. So you see a corridor ahead of you. The floor is like a checkered marble. It's very, very well crafted. Just it's seamless where it meets the wall. So the chamber is about 15. The ceiling's about 15 feet high in both this chamber and the corridor, and proceeds forward 40 feet. You can see it reaches a wall. You can just catch the shadows of a wall and a door just to the east of it.
All right, then.
Kind of like to check the ceiling out. It is a little tall and it's a little dark.
Sure. So the ceiling's pretty well lit with the light source. Gamelon's doing light. Who else is doing light?
I did light on myself.
Nice.
Okay, and Nace is doing light. Okay, so yeah, between the two of you, the area around you is nice and well lit. It is the ceiling doesn't. You don't see anything remarkable on the ceiling. It kind of arches softly at the very top, comes to a little point.
I'm just going to start making my way carefully down the hallway, keeping my ears open, keeping my eyes open.
Okay.
I'm alert, looking for clues.
Okay.
I'm looking for beasts.
Okay. You continue on. I'll show you a little more of the room. You're standing there. So you can see that the passage splits
You know, wave the rest
from
of
there. Okay. And lock tokens.
I assume we're in marching order. I was just letting him.
I am. Yeah, I always assume you guys are in marching order unless somebody says something different.
I just think we should leave a 5-foot gap between everyone. Like first row, 5-foot gap, second row,
Sure,
5-foot
sure.
gap, third row.
Social distancing.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Man, I can't escape it even in my game. Okay. So as you get there, you hear a sudden voice just booms through the hallways and says, "What's the password?"
What's the password?
You hear a heavy grinding and a rush.
Yeah.
Karnon and Busy, you notice behind you two very large sections of the wall pivot and seal off the chamber behind you.
We're glad we took that rest.
That's not good.
Shit.
I'm just going to draw. Actually, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid.
More fun to have the pressure.
I'm going to say right
We'll have plenty of
click,
pressure.
right click, pointer, draw. Oh. Whoops. Right click, draw a pointer.
Don't worry, we'd all protect
From
you
here
and your
to
squishy
here.
self.
Okay. There is a solid stone wall all the way across the passageway right there. Additionally, a pit opens up beneath you.
Beneath all of us?
I'm gonna draw the pit. It was right. Whoops. Nope. There. Not that big. Right there.
Yay.
Dropping. I need
It's
a
always
dexterity
us.
save
Ooh.
from Weedle and Nace to avoid falling in as the floor gives way.
I hope.
Those are good rolls.
Nace falls in. Weedle gets
Damn.
clear. Nace falls not too
I felt
far.
like 15 was pretty good.
You fall. How deep was that pit?
It's only
6
3
feet.
but it's
You fall
fun.
6 feet and take a total of 3 points of damage from the fall, which,
10 hit points.
boop, comes off your. Oh no! God dang it!
That was 8.
Yeah, 9. I need to make a damage effect.
It
so-
should have been 1 more damage.
You're right.
I should have 8 temp
You're right.
points.
Thank you. Okay, and the door immediately shuts. Like it drops him in and goes, and it's back up to a solid floor.
Oh.
Bye, Nace.
Okay.
Nace, can
So
you
what
hear
do I
me?
see?
Additionally, in the distance, you hear this boom, 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 and the door directly opposite you opens, revealing a chamber right here. And you see a pile of refuse. Gamelon, at least, can see it. You see a pile of refuse and a... Did I make the thingy? There it is. There. Okay, and let's...
Didn't we already play Tomb of
show-
Horrors?
and reveals a it's like a bronze-looking statue that's clambering out of this pile of garbage and making his way towards you. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Except for
Oh
Mace.
yeah. I gotta try to get out on my turn.
Do I roll a separate initiative? Do you roll a separate
Oh,
initiative
God.
for
It goes right after me.
Percy? It goes right after you. Okay.
Yeah.
Where was Busy? You got a 12, so we'll set that baby to 12. There we go. Perfect. Okay.
Artificial map.
So
Oh, look at that.
let's sync this view. Since there's a lot going on here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Well, at least my light's not gonna bother you guys.
Sync view. There we go.
At least you have a light.
And
I know.
Okay.
I always have a light.
So first person to act is actually Weedall.
I would hope so.
They're nimbly diving away from the trap.
Nimbly bimbly.
so I'm gonna go ahead and burn feline agility.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up to him.
To who?
There.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's
It'd be,
10,
you only have
15,
one square
20.
to get through. It'd be 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
He flew down that hallway.
Big damages.
Yes, sir.
Big damage.
No
Big damage.
whammies.
No whammies. Stop. Okay, this is with a rapier?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
That
oh,
gives me
let's remember, you are currently using your wielder. He is currently using his rapier along with a dagger, and
Yes.
his rapier, he's not quite as effective with it. So he's only doing 1d6 with his rapier. Instead of making him use a scimitar or a short sword, just be a rapier. That does d6.
Oh yeah, you got sneak attack because of your new level.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to roll the damage for me while I figure? Oh, never mind. My mouse came back.
Okay. That was random. For 12 points of damage, you run up and just stab it. And like a weird pulsing ichor runs out of the hole that you poke into it.
Okay, so that was 40 feet of movement. So I have
Yep.
20 feet left.
Why don't you dual wield?
Because he can run.
But he can disengage already. He's a
Yeah, but
swashbuckler.
he can cunning action dash.
Yes,
Oh.
I don't need. I attacked him.
You don't want
It's
to
so
do.
flexible.
You don't do a little more damage? Okay. That's all right. All right, so you're
No,
gonna.
explain this mechanic. He can't get a reaction against me.
Right, you have attacked him. You have mobility built in as a swashbuckler. Anyone you
Right.
attack is not allowed to make opportunity attacks against you.
Correct.
So you can move away.
So you could
Like-
move
I can-
away. You could move 20 feet away from this guy, and he can't do anything. Or wait,
Right.
is it 20? Yeah, you have 60 feet of movement right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Total.
Well, I could move more because I could use a bonus action to dash.
Or you could
Right.
stab him again.
Or you could stab him again and
Oh.
move 20 feet away, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Okay.
This is with
I
your
get it
dagger.
now. Yeah, this is with the dagger.
See, here's where I think Scott had the right idea. in the first
10
place.
whiffs.
Okay, so now 5.
Because I would have gone back behind my front line since I have the lowest AC of everyone.
Yeah.
But
What are the
clearly
odds-
Stefan's gonna
What are
take
the
care
odds
of it,
that
right?
the cauldron? What are the odds that the
Yeah.
cauldron Megan's going to go second?
Pretty
Pretty
good
good.
now.
He looks like a super fast.
Pretty
character.
good, right?
I tried to help you, Scott.
Yeah. Well,
We discussed this earlier.
All right. Well, you still have 20 feet of movement left. From
I'll
your
move there, I
feline
guess.
agility. 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, 5, 10. No, you can get there at 15, right? 5, 10. No, that'd be 20 feet.
That's
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, to get through the door, it's 20. Whoops.
Hard corner.
Oh, it's going to be targeting him.
Stefan.
Okay,
Alright, I'm gonna
Stefan, it's your turn.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, what's the range on Hunter's Mark? Or you can see him. Yeah, you're good. So remember,
And-
hold shift and drop it onto the cauldron magen.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you have to get rid of the other one.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'll get
How'd I
rid of the
get-
one on him.
Thank you.
Doink, doink. There we go.
Control.
Shift. Hold shift and drag it onto
Oh,
the
shit.
cauldron magen.
There we
There it goes. That one's on. I'll remove the old one. There we go. Okay, the thing is, you see where it says targets cauldron, Megan. That's why you would do it. Okay.
And I'm gonna whip out my crossbow.
Sure.
My heavy one.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
And crit. Wow. Okay.
That guy's probably dead.
That's going to do a lot of damage.
Let's see. Heavy.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
he's dosed.
That was a terrible roll.
The D6s made up for it.
Yeah, you did a 3 damage when it could have been up to 20. 16 points of damage, and it dies. The bolt slams right into its face. It kind of rocks and teeters and then crumbles to the ground.
Do you guys remember when Weedle only hit it for 12?
Weedle looks at Steven and goes, "Hey."
And there's no other creatures currently visible.
No. Are you done, Stefan?
And
are you standing there?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Nace,
oh,
you are in a 6-foot deep pit that's 10 by 10.
Is there any like?
I'd say it's dark,
levers
but
or
it's not.
switches?
You don't see anything in here.
It's just all
So
smooth.
you're in a seamless box.
Am I gonna suffocate?
Probably not for a while. You're not sure if it's airtight. I guess you could start something smoking and see if it escapes.
Is your canary still alive?
No, Weedall's outside.
I'm reading a spell description real quick.
Okay.
Damn. I'll just see if I can like push or pull the things above me, like if they move at all.
Just give me a strength check.
I did super good.
It does not budge.
They don't even wiggle?
They
Okay.
don't, not even wiggle. Okay.
All right. I want to move there. I want to move there, and I want to move there.
Are we out of combat or are we still in combat?
Okay. That's all your movement because you have to crawl. No, I'm just kidding.
Lizzie's grabbing out his crowbar and he's looking for anywhere that he might be able to apply it to try and pry these things open.
Sure. You make an athletics check.
Right. Crowbars do state something about advantage, so.
That's right.
If
Advantage
their
on
leverage
strength
can-
checks if you can use their leverage.
Yeah. It's going to do just as good as he did with those.
And yeah, actually, I guess it would just be a strength check. So advantage on a strength check.
It's the same for me.
Oh yeah, you're probably not.
Can we assist?
Not right now.
He's trying.
Okay.
Busy. You cannot find anywhere for it to get purchased.
He's just
It is
hacking
just
into the ground and
flush.
trying to, and it's
Okay,
like,
you can't even tell where the seam was.
all right. Anyone see how we can open this?
Oh, whoops! I was supposed to. Hold on.
I wonder if we can go back through the door and
There we go. Sorry, it's supposed to be Percy's turn.
trap
So
it open.
I'm assuming I just
Percy
skip Percy.
would just shoot more stims, but no one needs them right now, I don't think.
Only
Yeah,
Nace, so I don't
yeah.
think you can get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, hold on. Brian.
So
A little gold orb like goes whoop, and zips into the room, kind of wiggles a little bit and lashes out at you. Like it just
Son
like
of a
it like
bitch.
spins and slides towards you.
From what direction? Oh, never mind. I'm not
It
down there.
came through the wall. It misses and is just buzzing next to you right now.
all right.
But it goes like And as it does, you notice a little spike protrudes from it for a second as it tries to sting you.
Huh.
Gemelon, you are not aware of that. But you can hear Nace down there, and you do hear the meow sound.
Well, I will look around for any latches or levers or
Investigation.
any such things. Investigation.
Traps are super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You notice that there is a panel. It's hard to see. There's a little seam on the wall right next to you.
I'm gonna poke that sucker.
Okay. As you push on the panel, it slides away to reveal a small alcove with a lever in it.
Huh. I think I found something. I will move into the alcove. I
Oh,
suppose.
you can't move into it. Like, I'm sorry. It's just like a hollowed out area.
Gotcha.
But as you push, the panel slides up. It's open to both you and Weedle.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm out of actions, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're out of actions. Okay. Karnan?
Well, I guess my best bet is to.
Can I move though? I would like to move up.
Oh,
to this
I'm sorry. Yeah,
point,
you can move. Sure.
just in case something else pops out, so I'm in good combat position.
I guess my best bet is to mosey on up to the alcove. I'll have to go. Something reset there.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I synced the view.
yeah.
I didn't think about the fact that you were moving.
Um,
You can go right over top because he's underneath. You don't have to.
yeah, I can't get a hold of it now.
Yeah, it's dropped
Yeah.
on the one thing.
There,
You
I
should just-
moved it.
There
I
we
moved
go.
the thing. Yeah.
I guess I will tug on said lever.
Okay. You pull on the lever, and the pit doors, all of a sudden they flex up and meld right into the walls again, and you see Nace standing next to a little buzzing golden orb that's just kind of hovering and quivering next to him.
Shoot it.
What could I do
Kill it
at
with
this
fire.
You
point,
could,
having-
yeah. Pulling the lever was a free interaction for you, since
Gotcha.
you hadn't interacted with anything else yet.
Okay. Not sure how accurate I would be, but I'm pretty damn accurate.
You'll be super accurate.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to target said thing?
Yep.
No,
Woo!
it's not that
I
accurate.
spoke
Not
too
that shot.
soon.
Automatic miss.
No.
Dude, don't
So-
hit me.
Automatic miss.
You fire an arrow 10 feet into a marble wall, and it just goes and just shatters into fragments.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you missed. It is tiny and buzzing around. Okay, Weedle.
So, how much movement to get down into the pit?
It's 6 feet deep, so just consider it difficult terrain. So, be 10 to get into that square, 20 to get down into the pit.
Well, I
You always
Okay.
have your bonus action to dash out if you need to.
yeah, and I can climb without penalty.
That is true. Yeah, I won't give you a penalty to get into the pit. So 15 feet of movement.
Or get out.
Yeah.
So I'll move there. And I will do this. And I will do this.
13, miss.
Oh, man.
You actually don't miss, but you strike it and it just glances off of it. It's its metal body is armored.
Just ready to man up and dual wield.
He can already.
It's only 15 feet, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'll do it.
15. You misses again. Not again. You don't miss. You hit it. This one is you're pretty sure you connected. You feel almost a solid purchase, and then your dagger like slips through it.
It is a magic dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You just rolled it. It wasn't an automatic miss though, not like the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Its armor class is pretty high. It's hard to hit.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna move back up.
Okay. No problem. You scramble back out. You like dash
I'll
through.
be right there, Nace.
You like dash through
I
Karnon's
got
legs,
this.
do a somersault, and come back up to standing. Okay.
All right, Nace. I'll see you later.
Stefan.
What is that thing?
All right, so let's see. Action.
Action.
Lights, camera.
Hunter's mark.
If your hunter's marking, shift drag.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
He
got.
did it.
Oh.
The
I
wrong
just
way.
drag and drop. Yep. I forgot the shift part.
Oh, gotcha. Do it again with the shift. I'll remove
All
that one.
right. Thank you.
It's all right.
What does Shift J do?
Shift J? I have no idea.
Shift drag.
Oh, shift drag. So he has an effect that applies to himself only, but if you shift drag a self-only effect onto a target, you will only get that bonus against that target.
Gotcha.
So he can do that so that it puts Hunter's Mark on him, but it only gives him the damage bonus against that creature.
Did I do it right that time?
Yes.
Yep.
It's handy for effects like Hunter's Mark where you could feasibly attack something else even while you have something marked. Like if you can't see your target or something becomes more important to attack. Because you can only move Hunter's Mark when the target dies.
I'm aiming my heavy crossbow at this little thing.
And big ol' miss with a 12.
Miss.
It just
Damn.
zigzags and dodges out of the way of the bolt, which just shatters.
Boo. I'm pretty sure I can't shoot him with the small crossbow, so I'm probably just gonna.
Yeah, no, you're done. Or no more attacks
moving
anyway.
on.
Nace,
Yep.
what's your plan?
Well, we're gonna start with Shillelagh,
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go with Booming Blade.
oh shit. Or wait, can you cast both of those in one turn?
Both cantrips.
Shillelagh's a bonus.
Okay, yeah, as long as it's... I was making sure one of them was a bonus action. Okay,
Yeah, and
You're all
Booming
good then.
Blade is an action.
okay, I love it.
How do I do Booming Blade?
I forget. I don't know.
I mean, I know it's 1d8 if the target moves,
I think you'll just drop that.
but
on
I
if
mean,
he
like the
moves.
effects. How do I do that?
Can you link it? I don't even remember what Booming Blade
I don't
does.
know if Fantasy Grounds has an effect for if you move a token or anything like that.
I think that's probably going to be like Guardian Spirits. You just have to tell me.
Okay.
So on a hit, they suffer the attack's normal effects, and it becomes sheathed in booming energy till the start of your next turn. If it willingly moves before then, it immediately takes D8 thunder. Yeah, you just... If I move it, you go wait, and
Okay.
I usually move token... When I move monsters, I always do an approved move so that you guys can interrupt me.
Hey, you hit
Hey,
it.
you hit it! 4, 11!
Nice. Smashed it.
And obliterate it. Okay, you go... It slams into the wall. It's got a big dent where you hit it. It drops to the ground, kind of buzzes and shakes a little bit, and then it gets a little bit duller and stops moving.
Cool. I want to get out this pit.
You climb out of the pit. I'm going to go ahead and unlock tokens.
I'm getting better at this magic thing.
And...
Sort of.
Oh, not next actor. Menu...
I mean, I didn't see anyone else hit
whoops.
that little glowing orb.
Menu,
No.
initiative, clear initiatives. There we go.
All right, Busy goes and picks up that little thing, jiggles it, makes sure it's not quite alive, and then he throws it in his pack.
Okay, it feels solid when you shake it. It doesn't feel like it's hollow.
All right. He's gonna investigate it later. He throws it in his back.
You have one phase stinger. It weighs 1 pound.
Let's go check out this.
Yep. I'm gonna look
wall.
around too.
Okay. You go up to check out that room. It is just filled with junk. It's dusty and cobwebbed and dirty. There's just a little bit of junk. It's small furniture items. There's an old moldy carpet. It's all stacked against the east wall in a pile that the Cauldron Maiden was in, and it crawled out of it.
All right.
The Cauldron Maiden looks like basically a living statue. But it had this weird ichor leaking out of it. Is anybody skilled in Arcana?
Yes.
And
Okay.
busy as well.
You have heard of a Cauldron Maiden. It's basically like a simulacrum. It's just a man-made person, like a person created by a wizard. They're not terribly intelligent. They can be remarkably dangerous. They have a touch that's acidic. But outside of that, you don't know anything else about them.
All right.
Sweet.
Where are we going, leader?
We've got more doors down here.
Okay.
Try the handle.
Was there
It does
anything
not appear
on
to be
the-
locked.
We need to look for the password.
There was nothing of
Good
note in the
call.
room.
Okay.
And the Cauldron
looking.
Maiden doesn't even appear to have clothing.
Busy's looking for like other hidden panels on these walls as the other people are.
Sure.
There we
You
go.
guys would, if you want to be doing like a constant investigation, you guys will need to be moving at half speed. So
I think
it's
that's
more of a
wise anyway
Mhm.
to
It's
give
more
us
of
an
a
opportunity to find
timekeeping.
traps.
It's a timekeeping thing. It doesn't really affect you guys otherwise.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, I'll kick the door open.
Okay. Is everybody with him, or are you spread where you're at right now?
I think we should do the 5 feet gaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
think
Yeah.
we're
Rows
marching
with
order.
5 feet gaps then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Align your rows then, please.
Okay.
Well, Gamelon's in the middle of 2 squares, which isn't right.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
We're fine. I'm good with it. There, and there, like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Looks like a bedroom.
So you open
Well, I
up
could
the
even
door,
back up one, so that way.
and
use
you
that
see
backer
a
the guy to get
splendid
through.
bath chamber. There is a sunken bath of marble dominating the room, and the walls are covered with blue and green enameled tiles. There's a quilted bathrobe hanging on a peg, and you see some copper urns, a table with soap and some vials, and a pile of towels. There's a commode in the southeast corner of the room.
Well, that's fancy.
Sounds like a turtle bath.
Whoa.
Remember that later when we're all covered in crap.
I want to look at that robe. I'm not going to pull it off the hook. I'm going to look at the hook to see if it's
You looking to see if it's monogrammed?
a trap or something.
Okay.
That was not
I'll
what I
give
was
you an
told.
investigation.
What's everyone else doing?
She was getting a ride home.
Okay.
I'd like to check this thing out.
Okay, so Weedle is checking that. Nace is checking the cupboard, armoire, whatever. So let's see. Busy is checking that. Okay. So at this point, let me make 3 attack rolls real quick.
Sweet.
So glad my AC's low.
Why'd you go into the bathroom?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So you guys didn't notice it walking in, but there is a green slime all across the ceiling in here.
Oh no.
And let's see. Gonna force some saving throws here. Nace failed it. Busy succeeded. And whoops, sorry. Let me move Weedle over here. We'll just put the slime here in the center. And Weedle should make this, right? Yeah, Weedle makes his save. So it only lands on Nace.
I really feel
Nice.
like every
You got
time
a rough
Jason
time.
rolls for me, it's dog shit. I roll for myself, I kill something.
Roll a dex save, just out of curiosity.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
You would have made it
That
though.
That would have made
was
it.
DC 10.
I would've made it.
It was DC 10. Okay.
He's killing me right here.
So, you take 1d10 acid damage.
Oh, gee whiz.
6 points of acid damage, but your temp hit points to have absorbed it. And you are covered in green slime.
Green
It will
slime?
continue dealing damage to you every turn.
There's a bath there.
Until you
Just
are a
saying.
pile of green slime.
And the bathtub's filled with water.
The bathtub is filled with water.
And green
I
slime.
think I'm just jumping in. So
Okay. So Nace dives into the bathtub.
Izzy's getting out of the room.
Okay. Well, most of the slime dropped on him. There's not a
Okay.
ton of slime on the ceiling anymore.
Okay.
Like it dropped and it only got him. It has the water bubbles and hisses, but does not seem to get the green slime off of you. It is eating away at your clothing. What is everybody else doing while Nace jumps in the bathtub?
Rolling
So
for
wait.
initiative.
The jumping in the bathtub didn't work. I'm gonna Armor of Agathis.
Okay. What's Armor of Agathis do again?
Gives
Give
him
myself
10
10
HP.
temp hit points, and I do damage to anything that hits me.
Okay, that'll work.
There.
Okay. Armor of Agathis, did you already apply it?
I can.
Let's see.
That gives me 10.
Spectral Frost that covers you in your gear. 5 temporary hit
Do
points.
you want
for
me
the
to deal
duration.
10
Okay.
damage to it?
No,
Hasn't done any damage to you
it
yet.
hasn't done any damage to you since you cast it.
Okay.
But did you have 5 temp hit points already?
I had 2. 2 left after you dealt damage to me.
Okay, then you should have 5 now.
No, it's
12.
5 per spell level.
Oh, 5 per spell level. I got you.
I have to cast a second level.
No.
so
I
it's
understand
10.
now. I understand now. I forgot that you're a warlock. Okay. So,
Well-
Nace dives into the water, and you see him pop up, realize he's still covered in slime, and he casts a spell. You see like a shimmering frost, like almost as like razor spikes, start to sprout all over his skin. What's everybody else doing, meanwhile?
I want to attack the slime that's there.
On him? Okay.
We're rolling for
No,
initiative, aren't we?
no. Is it just on him?
It's on him now. Yeah, it has dropped and landed on him.
So this isn't a sentient creature. Well, that we know.
It seems to be like it seemed to drop on purpose. It's
All right, I'm gonna go check this.
You know what?
Armbar.
Anybody who's interested, roll a nature check. See if any of you know anything about green slime.
I don't
this would
have
be worthless.
nature.
By the way, green slime was the fuck you item a DM put in old school D&D. It just eats everything until it's green slime. It just makes more green slime. No, none of you know anything about green slime outside of that it exists.
Then I'm going to check this
Busy and
Armbar.
Stefan both know that green slime's very dangerous.
It's green slime.
You know it's not intelligent. You know that. You know that it's not.
Okay.
It's instinctual intelligence.
Should
I
I
know
try
if
and burn
there's-
it off? He's
I'm
aiming
gonna-
the fire at Nace, and he's
I'm
asking.
trying to freeze it off.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check this armoire for any sort of suffocant or soap or anything I think will.
Okay. There's towels. There is some bars of scented soap.
All right, I'm throwing the soap to Nace.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Busy's priming up a shot.
Yeah.
Are you
If
shooting?
If the frost doesn't work, he's gonna shoot fire at it.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything, or are we back around to Brian?
Mm,
Has the green slime gone?
Oh, it's on you. It went when it dropped on you. So
Okay.
once it's on you, it just does its stuff on your turn. So
Can you? So we can't target the slime specifically, but we can target Nace as a slime plus Nace entity.
yeah, if you target the slime, you're hitting Nace too.
does your mace lit up deal sunlight?
It's not considered sunlight.
No, it deals mace damage.
Right.
It'll deal
Enough.
shillelagh damage.
Here's the thing.
Fair
You'll
enough.
see it coming.
Mace to Nace's face.
Hold on a second. I want to see what one of these spells does. I don't remember.
You know, if Jason could actually roll a save for me, I would be in way better shape.
Oh.
No, not that.
See, we needed Karnan because Karnan said, "I'm looking up."
Yeah.
So when I die, I'm coming back as the biggest fuck you character to Jason. I'm just a troll character 100%.
You haven't even taken a point of
fucking DM.
You
Yeah, you
haven't
haven't
even
taken any
a point of
HP damage yet.
Yeah. Right now, it's just eating away at your breastplate.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
oh, you failed your save and fell down a pit that you didn't roll for. Oh, you got dream slime dumped on you and that I rolled for and did terribly at.
You should roll better.
You guys
Yeah,
get to
I
roll
know
the
we
monster
should.
saves.
I don't know what to do at this point, so I'm going to.
All right, nothing. All right, Nace, it's back around to you. First, the slime does another D10 acid damage to you.
So do I do damage back to it?
Whoops. Did I just drop an effect on you? Oh, that's damage ongoing 10. Let me remove that. There.
It says if a creature hits me with a melee attack, it takes 5 cold damage. It's on me. Wouldn't it have to take the damage?
I know, it's taking it right now. Okay, so it did 1 damage, which was absorbed. Now you can deal damage back. You might not want to deal damage to yourself.
I'm just dealing damage to him.
You have yourself targeted.
I do?
There you go. Now you don't.
Well, fuck him.
Get him.
I'm going to win this bitch.
Instant death.
Yes.
As it starts to sound, the armor of Agathis like pulses this wave of frost, and it instantly freezes it and goes brittle and crumbles away like dust.
Weedle says the soap worked.
Okay, the green slime is dealt
If
with.
you're done screwing around in the bathroom, we've got to.
Well, I have Armor of Agathis for an hour now, so
Nice.
that's a thing.
That's awesome.
Is there anything useful in the remaining cabinets?
Investigation. Nothing of real value.
All the towels you can eat.
Yeah, take it back. There are 4 crystal vials. They're empty, but they are very high quality crystal. You could probably get something for them. The bathrobe is a very fine velvet. It might be worth something, but it weighs about 7.5 pounds.
Whew.
And let me see that investigation. You know what? In the pocket, you actually find an aquamarine gem.
Woohoo.
Who keeps their gems in their
I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go, hey, Weedle, there's something shiny right here.
Uh-huh. Weedle's going to ignore him and go out with the guys.
You would ignore the possibility of shiny?
Weedle's not stupid.
It's pretty. Expensive doesn't matter. It just has to be pretty.
Well, while they're mucking around down there, I'm going to listen at this door, and if I don't hear anything, I'm opening it too.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
So, boom.
All right. You open the door.
Weedle's going to put his hand back and say, Nace, just hold back.
I'm in this room that's cleaned out. Do you see?
So this is a comfortably decorated room with fair carpets and furnishings and a pair of beds. Beside each bed is a small table with a lamp, a goblet, and urn. The west wall has a tapestry that's showing elves frolicking in the woodlands. You see a brass gong on a stand by the bed.
Sorry, a what?
A brass gong.
Oh, okay.
Would we have thought what that other noise was from a gong or no?
Yeah.
When we first got
It was more like a bell.
in? Okay.
Oh. Okay.
It begs to be rung.
Well, this one's empty too.
Check the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling looks normal.
I'm going to wander into this one.
I have no interest in this room.
Check it out.
Okay.
I mean, a tiara could be in a dresser drawer. Let's check those out.
Okay, investigation checks for anyone checking that room. All right. Whew. So, the tapestry looks like it would be valuable if heavy. The silver goblet's probably worth something. Outside of that, the gong looks way too heavy to carry. There is a small fire in a grate on the floor. It's a soft blue flame. It doesn't really put out any warmth, but it lights the room well. There's no wood or anything. It doesn't appear to have a fuel source.
Magical thing.
Do you want to toss those crystal vials on inventory?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the gem, at least from the robe. I'm not sure if anyone took the robe.
Got no interest in some other guy's bathrobe.
Let's see. There's aquamarine.
Some wizard's bathrobe.
Yeah. Wizard's bathrobe.
We don't want that. I didn't take it.
Oh, I thought Busy was taking it.
The gem from it.
Oh, gotcha. And crystal vial. 4 of them. So let's get rid of the bathrobe. Delete.
We can fill those full of automaton blood for later.
Doink.
The
Okay.
blue light, is it loose, like where you can carry it, or is it?
No, it's down under a grate in the floor.
If we don't find everything, we can always try ringing that gong later. So I thought we come back if we need to.
Oh, it might disturb the dead.
Might make a good shield.
The Gong of the Dead.
All right. If no one's mucking about anymore, we'll open this other door down here on the end.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, a workshop.
So the room is lit by a chandelier, and when you open it, I guess I can go ahead and lock tokens.
Oh no.
It's full of goblins. 24 of them.
Every
Oh,
square.
If there were.
A creature with swords for arms.
Havoc!
Okay. You hear that loud warble that goes like from the golden orb things.
Okay.
In the room itself, you can see there are a couple of reading tables, a desk, several chairs. There's kind of a ratty old wolfskin rug, and you see shelves and shelves of books. You see, let's see, everybody roll for initiative, please.
Click your character. Hey, I'm going last. Oh, I'm not going last. Good God, you guys.
Okay. So the things are the first to act.
You're supposed to be
And
faster than the turtle.
so we're supposed to do that and that and that, like that. And Brian, in the bedchamber, you see one come phasing straight out of the wall.
Meow.
I'm
And-
normally not behind the turtle.
And okay, Weedall, you see one come phasing out of the wall
I
and
just want to point that out.
and zip towards you.
Okay.
Missing with a 14.
Wow.
Okay.
Meow.
Then
He was about to give me shit for being the one attacked again.
all right, and then Nace, through the bathroom, you see one phase through that wall.
Still.
I mean,
Yeah.
And approach from the bottom.
and it crits.
And it tries to snap at you and misses. Okay, Nace, your turn.
Smash it. You're good at
All right,
smashing.
I'm
these.
gonna shillelagh and booming blade this bastard.
Okay.
That's just a thing.
Whiff. Stefan, you hear them.
I'm assuming that door's still open.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this. You saw them zip through the wall into the bathroom and into the bedroom. Like, they were in the chamber there, and you saw them zip through the walls. They just, like, phased right through it.
Little bastards.
Guess I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm gonna whip out my sword.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yes, damn.
Hold on.
Remember, if you want a hunter's mark, that's your bonus action, so you wouldn't be able to do. You wouldn't be able to do a wield. In which case, you might be better off just using your crossbow.
Is hunter's mark like new advantage or something, or what does it give him?
He does 6 extra damage on or D6 damage on a hit. Like a mini sneak attack.
Right on.
So which one do you want to do? Dual wield or?
All right, boy. I think I'm gonna try this. Trying this. Giving him that business.
Nope. Missed with the rapier.
Damn it.
But you can follow up with the hand crossbow.
Yep, I'm giving him this business.
Nope.
Oh man.
Oh wow, God, your hit bonus is so good. I saw that roll.
Nice.
There's no way.
It says hit.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize. I forgot how much he adds. So you hit with the hand crossbow for 7 damage. It dents it heavily. The thing makes a little warbling noise and kind of spins in the air.
Moving away.
Oh wait, maybe I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it'll get an attack.
Can, but it will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget about that. And
okay.
Just wiggle your token a little bit. They should move it away. Queedall.
Okay. I'm gonna try this again.
You got a second.
Woo. Whiff.
Just unbelievable.
And whiff.
It's like one of those kung fu fights where you just dodging out of the way the whole time.
Right.
I'm gonna move behind Busy.
That'll give you an AOO, yeah?
Nope.
Nope. Not
because
busy.
He has the
Because he's a swashbuckler. Yep. He is quite good at battlefield mobility. Gamelon.
Moving up.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh my God, is this your first attack of the game?
It might be. Actions. Where are my actions?
I finally get to see if this works.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh. Bless.
Yeah. He has a hidden effect. Oh, but it shows it on his token.
Yeah, it showed it when I rolled it.
Oh, I see. It doesn't show it on your guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, you still have Tear's Blessing. It's a hidden effect, so I'll remove it when it's no longer working.
Roger that.
So 17 hits, connect. All right, so you step in and just slam it with your mace. Nice.
These are fun.
That's
me.
All right.
I got a kick, don't I?
Busy.
All right. Primes a firebolt and launches it.
And connects.
Yeah.
all right.
For 7 damage, heavily wounding it. So a little firebolt streaks over Nace's shoulder and slams into it.
It worked.
And
I kind of wanted this dude to hit me.
does I think everyone's pretty good on HP, so Percy does nothing.
Okay. Karnan.
All right, I think I'm going to run down here and Divine Smite.
You don't have to Divine Smite until after you hit.
Yeah, you don't have to declare it until after you hit. Yeah.
Oh, until after you hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what's nice about it. If you miss, you don't have to waste it.
And these are kind of wimpy, so I'm not sure I would smite it.
Yeah, if you hit it, you'll probably kill it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, smite is
I will-
like a power skill. You kind of want to save that for something awesome.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are
well,
you
then
using your
I'll,
swords then?
Shorts. Can use a
Okay.
short sword. Yeah.
Okay. Hit. Oh, you forgot to
Yeah.
drag it onto him, but that hit.
Oh.
Just click on his, or control click on his.
There you go. And 5 damage, finishing it off. Okay. It goes like and smacks into the ground. Kind of darkens a little bit. It's down.
I will
Oh,
take a couple steps back.
I'm unlocking tokens.
Oh, okay.
And initiative, clear initiative.
All right, then. I'm going to move back and investigate this room here.
Okay.
It looks
Me
like there's
too.
lots of little benches around the wall there.
There's a
I'd like to
ton of...
investigate the books.
Okay, there's a lot of bookshelves. Okay, so Nace investigating the books. Gamelon, looking for anything in particular?
I'll investigate here at this. Just what does this table look like?
So that is a large desk that has 2 drawers in it. Both of them appear to be locked. On top of the desk are several sheafs of vellum and inks. They're probably pretty valuable to at least to a mage, as well as several quill pens. The books cover a variety of subjects, Brian. Herb lore, astrology, dwarven kinship rituals, children's games. You would say they're all very high quality books. They're rather large, probably about 100 books total. You could pick out probably 3 or 4 that might be worth as much as 100 gold.
Well, I'll take the herbal lore one for sure. I mean, as
Okay.
a survivalist, that's kind of a cool thing to have.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to. So yeah, that was my investigation check to check on that.
Am I getting any inklings that any of these are really good for knowledge?
Is there one that says password?
No.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Book of passwords.
I mean, the herb lore, the astrology, maybe the dwarven kinship rituals. Those are probably the most informed. I mean, there's really. What subject are you looking for information on?
Well, I was told to seek knowledge.
Oh, I got what you're saying. There's histories of the Grand Duchy. There is one that's like a gazetteer of the Empire of Theodos, all the nations under the Empire of Theodos. Studying that would give you a pretty good background on the known world, really.
Okay, I'll grab those 2. Are there any about like magic stuff?
There's several on magic theory. None that are like spell books or anything.
Boy, busy. See what you can do with these locked doors.
Yes, I've rolled a.
I'll
thieves.
just go with the astrology one then.
I rolled a thieves tool lock pick.
Oh, so
thing
you
with
you
it.
already jiggling with it before?
Well, there are
anyone-
2 of them. You can do one. I can do the other.
But Busy was gonna check to make sure they're not gonna blow up in our face first. But if he sees you jiggling with one, he actually steps back a bit.
Okay.
I've already rolled it, so I won't retcon.
Which door or which one are you trying to open?
The locked things, the locked desk drawers.
The drawers.
Right, which drawer?
The left one.
No, there's a top and bottom.
The top one.
Okay. The top drawer.
Is a green slime.
No, it actually you unlock it, and
Then a meteor falls from the sky and you die.
Mm,
Yep.
Ouch. Dang it.
Recognize the
Sucks.
symbol.
You unlock it. You pull the drawer open, and you see there is a. It's like a bladder, like a water skin would be made from, and it's filled, but it's almost semi-translucent, and you can see there's some kind of yellow-orange dust inside it. You can see that the lock has it looks like it's almost pressurized, like it's inflated. And you can see the lock that you just unlocked actually has a like a sharp edge on it. And if you had not unlocked, it looked like the drawer would have opened with just a pull. Like it's not latched very well. But if you had, the blade would have slit the bag open, most likely expelling the contents of the powder inside it all over you. But it did not set off.
All right, I'm gonna disarm it so it can't go off. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna turn to Busy and say, "Hey, you want to check the bottom drawer?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. He's gonna looking
Okay.
for runes and mechanical traps on it.
Okay,
So that I know
investigation.
that's trapped, I'm backing the hell off.
The top drawer does not. I mean, the bottom drawer does not appear to be trapped.
And then he's gonna bring out his tools to try and open it up.
Okay. You fail to pick the lock.
I will try as well.
This one's tough. Why don't you try your tools?
Yes. Let
He's
me
gonna
show you
back
how
up.
it's done.
Okay. Yeah. Weedall picks the lock, no problem. So in that drawer, you find 2 potion bottles. With one you recognize immediately as a potion of healing. The other one is slightly darker. Has the same makeup. It has the same coloring as a potion of healing, but a little bit darker, and it doesn't have the foaming bubble effect that you're used to seeing.
Is it not like the superior one we had that was 44?
No, that does not look. It looks like regular potion of healing.
Can I just take a little bit of taste and get a hint of what it
Sure.
might be?
You take a
I
small
do.
sip of it. It's actually a potion of healing as well. It's just its coloration's a little different.
Okay. So who needs these potions? I've got one.
Just a
I've
second.
already
I'm
drank.
gonna add them to the partial thing here in just a second.
What should I put in for a weight on that book?
Let's
Doesn't matter.
see. So by the way, in the top drawer there was a pouch that had 50 gold pieces and 60 platinum pieces in it.
Oh, we take that.
Right.
Let's see. Did I drop in? Yeah, 2 potions of healing are added.
Is
If
this
you don't have
bag
one,
of yellow mystery stuff? I mean, does it look like it can be carried safely or not?
No, it looks like it's ready to burst. It's very
Yeah.
overinflated.
Then we'll leave that alone.
Okay.
And was there anything in the top left?
That's just sorry. It's a work table. There were no drawers on it. It has nothing of particular value. Just study implements. The desk did have the vellum and sheets of paper and ink, although it would be a little clumsy to transport unless someone has like a priest pack or a scholar's pack.
Did we
Which
get
would
the
have-
vellum and all that stuff and the writing?
Right. You can take it. It's a little awkward. It's going to take up a large amount of space in your backpack to not damage it.
I definitely want to look for any books that have anything to do with rangers or soldiers.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
I have a case for like a map or scroll. Can I?
Oh,
put the vellum
perfect.
in
Yeah,
that?
then that's perfect. You can transport it in that, no problem.
Okay.
Just a second. I'll add that to the thing. Stefan, there's some books on that are studying various aspects of nature. Most of it looks pretty boring to you, though.
Fair enough. I ignore them.
Okay.
And none of the vellum had any notes actually written out in any way.
No, they were all blank. I'm gonna add this. It's actually listed as parchment, but it's 20 sheets of parchment.
All right. Anybody need to make scrolls?
We don't actually have a wizard, so they're not as.
Wizardly types.
And there are 3 bottles of ink. And what do they call it? I was just looking for a quill, but I don't see it. So.
There's like ink pens and stuff.
Oh, that's what it is. I wish they called it a quill. It would make more sense. But anyways, there are 2 ink pens. Okay. So, it's all quiet.
kick
Is
down
there
the other
anything
door.
like under the rug?
No. Nope. Bare floor.
And the bottom, they're the right two things. Those are bookshelves too.
Correct. Yeah, those are just
Okay.
in the same bookshelves you were looking through.
Onward we go.
Is there like a hidden compartment on this desk?
Or are we going to search for hidden rooms around the top?
Could roll investigation checks if you want.
Not a bad idea.
I want to check for a hidden compartment on the desk.
Okay. Same.
Such rolling.
Busy, you're unable to find any additional compartments in the desk. Nobody finds any secret doors or hidden compartments on the walls either. Oh, it's 9:47. So we'll stop there and continue the
Going.
exploration of the basement next week. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for those who tuned in. It'll be up on YouTube tonight. And hope to see everyone next week. Thanks for watching.